game too?
They better.
Well, that's what C-Web said.
Isn't that your?
They better win.
So you have a lot of money on this?
Women's Sports Now, everybody. Women's Sports Now coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the ESPN app and the Disney family of networks. We're back to wrap this up on Disney Plus in a second.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And check this out, Pirate fans. We got Envision, Buick, Encore GX, and Vistas and Enclaves, all at 0.9% and up to $2,250 off. For service, we've got buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1, only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Play ball!
Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love
Corn Bay hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250. We're on 930. We are live on the online on PR927fm.com. We are live on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. We are also on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, where you can drop in on us, give us a like, a subscribe. You can watch the show, and you can chime in on what is on your mind on this Thursday. We'll check in with the chat gang throughout this 3-hour tour, and we'll talk a lot of sports with a lot of guests. We got Big Ten Cappy Zach Kaplan joining us live en route to, or already in Raleigh, for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final coming up tonight. Hurricanes and Golden Knights. If the Canes lose, it's not over, and I'm still not panicking. If they win, I feel really good about this series. It is an important Game 2 in the Lenovo Center tonight. We'll break it down with Zach Kaplan in hour 1. We'll break it down with Brooks Hill, who will be tailgating in hour number 3. So we'll have a couple of live check-ins in Raleigh during today's show between now and 6 o'clock. Also, young intern Cole Martin, who has did a lot for us during the high school playoffs, baseball and softball, covering D.H. Conley. He is now calling the games for the Greenville Yard Gnomes. So we'll talk a little Yard Gnomes baseball as their season is underway here in Greenville. Cole will join us, and you will hear that. We'll talk to our guy, Rahjai Harris. Rahjai has his annual summer camp coming up in July. He told us about that. We also hit on a few topics. What does Rahjai think about games being played internationally? NC State and Virginia scheduled to play in Brazil. Logistics didn't work out, so now they will play it in Charlottesville. But we'll talk to Rahjai and get his thoughts on the player's perspective of international games. I am against it, but I was not a player, so we'll see what he has to say about it. Also, Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joins us in the 5 o'clock hour. The Chan Man will join us coming up at 4 o'clock for our Dog of the Day, presented by the Doghouse Tavern. Jared is going the NASCAR route. Chandler and I going the hockey route for our Dog of the Day, and you'll hear that coming up an hour from now. We got Shirley Rhodes here. We got intern Zach. How many Zachs have we had? We had Zach Lewis. Do we have any more? Do we have another Zach? I know there's Zach Kaplan. This will be intern Zach 2.0. And we've also got intern Avery, who and also intern Chandler is at the video right now. Hey, intern Chandler.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I thought your name was Chad.
My first
intern Chad.
Chad. I was Chad the first 3 years I was here.
Yeah.
According to Troy Dreyfus.
Good to see you, Chad.
Good to see you,
Is
Chad.
there no headphones over here?
Underneath.
Avery, you can get that camera out of my face. Thanks.
Get that camera out of my face.
Oh, there he is.
Avery's like the fan that ran on the court last night trying to get a selfie with Wemby. Somebody get this guy out of here.
And gets tackled.
So I can start the show.
Oh, my Lord.
Get me out of here. All right. Let's check it with the chat gang here on a Thursday. A lot of chiming in going on. Let's see what the hubbub is about. Jerry says hello from Blackjack. He says, we are the PRL chat gang. He said, thanks to the entire PRL team. It was a pleasure to drop by the station yesterday to meet Clip, Jarrett, Shirley, and Brandon Manning. Appreciate the tour by Shirley. We were lucky to be graced with the presence of a putt-putt champion yesterday as old Jer Bear dropped by.
Two putt-putt champions, thank you very much, because I was also a putt-putt champion myself.
Here we go. Sorry, Jerry. I was trying to give you the shine, but Shirley Shirley wants the spotlight.
I can't give it to Jerry. Jerry's got to earn it,
The
buddy.
Queen of Greenville does it again.
Yeah. Hold on. I got it right here.
Of course, the Queen of Greenville does it again.
The guy sounds like
Sun's out, guns out, baby.
Sounds like he's calling a wrestling match instead of a softball game.
I know.
And here's the suplex, the pin. 1, 2, 3. Of course, the Queen of Greenville does it again.
The Queen of Greenville does it again.
Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Anna Sawyer retains her title and will be at Bloodlust this Sunday.
She retains the crown. She hangs on to the belt for another week.
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
How long does the Irby mention on PRL intro stay up there?
24 hours. It will be gone tomorrow.
I was going to say we're about due for a new intro anyway.
Yeah.
So there you have it. I'll jump into the Facebook comments in a moment and see what people said about Austin Irby exiting. Skip says, hey, what's up, Skip? Kevin says, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Kevin!
I turned 40 today. He's a man. He's 40. Can I get a happy birthday from the gang? All right. Oh.
I was just kidding.
Oh.
Kevin!
I was prepared to do it, Kevin, but of course the Queen of Greenville
does it again.
Does it again.
No, we can do it.
All right. Let's sing happy birthday.
No, Avery, I'm a terrible singer, so if I've got to do this, you got to do this.
Come on, Avery. Get in here. Get on the mic.
Got to sing happy birthday.
We'll do a 2.0 speed.
Kevin?
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kevin.
Happy birthday to you.
He always does that with Chandler.
Happy birthday,
I can't
Kevin.
Do that.
Jamie says Russell Wilson has retired. Is he a Hall of Famer? No, he is not. There's the end of that discussion. Nope. John Gilbert, how many Hall of Fame votes should Russell Wilson get?
None.
Thank you. Fifth quarter caller, how many votes should he get? Do we have that guy? Zero. There you go. I don't know. I say no, Jamie. I say no to him. I say no to Phillip Rivers. I say no to Matt Ryan. I'm going to be a little strict on my Hall of Fame tickets, my Hall of Fame invites. These passing numbers are outrageous. If Russell Wilson connects on a handoff to Marshawn Lynch or completes that pass and wins 2 Super Bowls, I guess you can't keep him out at that point. And I hate that guys can tarnish their careers at the end of their career, but he has put a lot of bad stuff on tape the last few years. Remember when Brian Daboll was like screaming at the trainers to let Jackson Dart go back in the game because Russell Wilson sucked so bad? That was last year. I say no. What do y'all say? Let me know in the chat.
You just got to be a sick puppy.
Yeah, I don't think he's sick enough. Speaking of sick puppies, that guy will join us in studio coming up on Friday. Ethan Norby will join us coming up at 5 o'clock. I'll ask him how excited he is to return to ECU next year. Or I'll say...
I'm not excited about right now.
Yeah, me neither, because he's leaving us.
You just got to be a sick puppy.
I'll assume. But, man, I want to talk about his game against Tennessee and the great with the dinger he gave up. I think that made the moment even better. He gives up the dinger. He comes back innings later and strikes out Ford. And that just added to the epicness of that game, in my opinion. Some people care about the end result, the regional. You want to win the regional, go to the super regional. I do too. But that was an epic game, and I'm glad we won it against Tennessee. Neither one of us go anywhere beyond Chapel Hill, but we did win that game. Mitch was talking about NC State and Virginia not playing in Brazil. What does logistics means? He says logistics didn't work out, translates to nobody was going to be there. Are you telling me nobody in Brazil is interested in Wolfpack versus Cavaliers ACC football that may not even be an ACC game?
Nope.
Jamie Skip says Russell Wilson should be, I'm assuming he means a Hall of Famer. Jamie says I'm on the fence with Russell Wilson.
Would have been better if he stopped playing earlier. Well, get off the fence and tell me, does he belong in the Hall of Fame or not? Hunter says, good evening, cowards.
Good evening, cowards.
Jerry says, I consider Russell Wilson for the ECU Hall of Fame for the interception he threw that won the game for the Pirates in 2010. Damon Magazu! Can you find that, Shirley? ECU beats NC State, I think it was called, in the folder. 2010. Jamie says, I love we beat Florida and Tennessee in back-to-back years. Watch out, Alabama. Alabama on the clock.
Alabama!
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till we're in a regional next year and we play Ole Miss, and I'm like, all week, well, I don't think we're going to win. But then again, I said the same thing about Oklahoma and Florida and Tennessee, and then the Pirates will go out there and win. So that is the trend. East Carolina's been good in that 2-3 game recently on the road when they're not playing at home in the Greenville Regional. Jamie says, I say no Hall of Fame for Russell Wilson. I say no Hall of Fame for the same guys you said, Clip. All right. I like when everybody agrees with me. That makes for a good show. Let's go. So yesterday on the show, Brandon Manning said he heard rumors, rumblings, texts that Austin Irby was transferring or entering the portal. I mean, I'm at the point now, honestly, this is not a bid or anything. I'm at the point where, like, if a guy stays, I'm more surprised than if he leaves. I honestly mean that. I assume everybody's going to leave. I have that assumption. And if somebody stays, it's like a bonus. But we thought that would be the case. We just didn't have any official wording or anything from Austin Irby. But, yeah, it came out after the show. And then, of course, Brandon sends me a message. You believe me now? I believed you at the time, Brandon, but we can't. Here on the show, we can't say I got a text from Bob, and that means that so-and-so's leaving. That's not how this works.
I believe you, Michael.
I believe you, Brandon. But, again, just because you get a text, let me ask you this. Have you ever received any wrong info via text? Do you want us to put out everything you hear via text?
Keep your pants on.
Thank you. Pirate Radio on social media says Austin Irby is transferring, entering the transfer portal. Gordon says, bye. Mitchell says, best of the future to you, and thank you for your contributions as a Pirate. That's a very level-headed response there. Ian says he's calling Irby to UNC. All right. And then folks will hate him like they do Alec Makarevich. Carl says, I really liked Irby. I think he did well at first base, but I think he'd prefer to play another position that's not available. Or possibly he's leaving for academic reasons, pursuing a specific degree that exists elsewhere. All right, so you think a lot of different options could be the reason for him leaving. Tim says, bad year, might as well transfer. Mike says, I wish him nothing but success. Okay, we've got some level-headed folks. I like that. Bo says, this dude is going to do well at his next destination. If I had to predict, remember AMAC hitting all those bombs when he left here? I could see that. Irby, I mean, the main reason is he's getting older and getting better as a college baseball player. So I would not be surprised if he does indeed do well. Brian says, thanks for being a Pirate. Man, I'm very pleased with the level-headedness of folks commenting here. I was not expecting this. I did not read these comments beforehand. I just saw we had a bunch of comments and said, this will be fun. Let's check it out. Let's see what the people are saying. And right now, very, very level-headed. Mark says, the exodus continues. This continues to happen. Each ECU will not be able to compete, especially with big dogs. Just look at the money that Texas Tech pays their women's softball players, more than ECU baseball. They college football program. He's leaving a few words out, making this difficult. ECU will need to select the sport they want to excel at and use the money there. Otherwise, it is a dismal future. All right, Mark. I say go men's basketball. Who's with me? Nobody? Okay. The exodus continues. This continues to happen at ECU. I mean, it happens every freaking where. Gary says, good luck, young man, wherever you decide to go. There we go. I like that. Dan says, bye-bye. Matt says, peace out. James says, how many has ECU lost to leaving this year? A lot. Same as every year. Same as every school. Bobby said, good luck, young man. The sophomore slump got you. I wish you the best of luck. The old sophomore slump. That apparently did happen to Irby. Jeff says, best of luck. Lisa says, I am so disappointed. Man, all right. Oh, Randy says, way overrated. Beth says, sad. Mark says, bye. Chris says, big mistake, kid. You're lucky you started all year. Wow. Sounds like, well, why do you want him here if he sucks so bad?
I think you did as good as you could do under the circumstances, honestly.
Let's see. Victor has chimed in. What did Victor have to say, Shirley?
I think you did as good as you could do under the circumstances, honestly.
All right. I think he could have done a little better under the circumstances, honestly. But Austin Irby in the portal along with Matt Lashley, Carlos Hakame, some guy, Neil, I've never heard of. Yeah, it happens. Now we're going to have to pull some studs out of the portal. Maybe we can get a Klitschko kid like Mike Schwartz got in basketball. Speaking of basketball, we'll talk some off-season with Kim McNeil. She'll join us coming up Friday, talk about her upcoming camps and more. So we got Kim McNeil, Ethan Norby joining us on Friday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We've got a new assistant basketball coach. I was kind of pumped. I liked Reggie Williams on our staff. The bad part is he was the best shooter we had, and he was a coach and wasn't allowed to shoot. But the former Bobcat NBA player, and I was kind of bummed when he left. We have a new assistant basketball coach, and he was also an NBA player. Tyler Johnson has been hired. He was hired by my Valley Boys, Fresno State, in May of 2025 after his time in the NBA. He was an 8-year NBA veteran and now joins the squad at East Carolina. So new, look, NBA pro experience. That can't be a bad thing. Tyler Johnson. Let me look at his numbers. Where did he go to school? Did he go to Fresno? Tyler Johnson basketball. Let's look at the Tyler Johnson file. He was indeed a Bulldog, a Fresno State Bulldog. Played for the Heat, Suns, Nets, Sixers, Spurs. Last pro experience was on the Brisbane Bullets in Australia. But hey, good to add some pro experience. Man, averaged 31 minutes a game for Phoenix in 2019. He was a double-digit scorer for 5 NBA seasons. Not bad. So that dude's got loot. He's got some money. He's doing it for the love of the game right now. So there is that news. Also, Carter Cunningham. Congratulations to him. Shirley, I saw he was promoted, and I talked to Carter last time about time zones and watching sports, and I think he'll be fine, but that's going to be an adjustment because he's going from all the way out there
to all the way to the other side.
to the other side of the country. So 3 full time zones.
Yeah, 3 full time zones. And the funny thing is that he played for Vancouver last night, went 1 for 1. He drew a walk and also ripped a double. Ends the game, walks off the field, and basically now is a New Hampshire Fisher Cat. So now he's got to head over to the other side of the country and get readjusted because they play tonight, and they usually have a pretty quick turnaround. If he's not playing tonight, he'll play tomorrow night for sure.
Well, good for him to get that call up there.
Also, there was I wanted to have a Pirates in the Pros segment for the guys, but minor league baseball sometimes can be very scarce when it comes to highlights. So, but I do want to shout out Jacob Jenkins Cowart. He went 2 for 4 with an RBI last night for the Beloit Skycarp. Ryan McChrystal went 1 for 3 for Chattanooga. AMAC went 1 for 4 for Birmingham. And there was one more. Oh, and Carter. So those were the 4 that were from last. Oh, and Dixon Williams. I'm sorry. Dixon had a hit, too, last night for the Rome Emperors.
Yeah, I don't know how you find all the highlights you do. I really wanted to jinx a no-hitter, but it's already over. Bottom of the 5th, Rogers for the Orioles was no-hitting your Red Sox, Shirley. But they did.
That's not hard to do.
They got a couple of hits in the 5th. So they play now in the 6th inning. Red Sox have 2 hits, but they have no runs. They're trailing 8-0 to Baltimore. Yikes. Jamie.
I love my Red Sox, but good God. Please don't put me back to the way I was feeling before we won the World Series.
By the way, I will mention in the Cole Martin interview, because we recorded it earlier, how fired up I am for Trey Savage and Chris Sale tonight. Well, your Savage was scratched.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Who was it that... Oh, Mark mentioned that to me this morning. He said that Trey was scratched. And I was like, I hope it's not an injury.
Yeah.
I hope it may be just a little bit of soreness and he could use an extra day off.
I think it's called being scared of the Atlanta Braves lineup. Trey looked at their lineup and was like,
Come on. That dude was ice in the World Series. And you're telling me he's afraid to take on the... Speaking of Trey Savage, by the way... minor league baseball has these auctions that they're doing this year where you can get game-worn gear, bats, mitts, all sorts of stuff, and they auction all this stuff off. They have a Trey Savage, and it's escaping me right now which team it is for the minor leagues that he pitched for. I want to say it's the Canadiens. It may be the Vancouver Canadiens, but they had a Trey Savage jersey that was up for auction. You can go to milb.com/auction, and you can actually bid on these items for yourself.
I can see a Pirate fan bidding and winning that.
There's no question. As many Pirates as we got in the minors right now, you can look up any one. If you want a Beloit Skycarp jersey for Jacob Jenkins Cowart, you can do so.
All right, as we go to break, Jamie said he wanted to hear I Believe You, Michael, so ask and ye shall receive.
Michael didn't like Tommy Nunez call.
Hit to the count. Michael, I didn't see 2 hands on it, Michael. Yeah. But I believe you.
You did.
But I believe you. I only saw the 1 hand on it.
I believe you. One of the weirdest ref player moments of all time in NBA history. I believe you. Let's take a break. Believe me when I say we will talk to Zach Kaplan when we return live somewhere between Greenville and Raleigh, maybe even already at the Lenovo Center. Canes and Golden Knights game 2. What a game last night. What a finish by Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and the New York Knicks knocking off the Spurs in game 1 last night. We'll talk about that. I'll ask Zach about the Red Sox getting 2 hit right now just to make him mad. And we'll have more Pirate Radio Live, Hour 1, back with you after this.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Sun's out, guns out in Pirate Nation. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Things are already heating up with Springfield Armory's hottest deal yet. Buy a model 2020 rifle and get a free XDM Elite 10mm pistol. Celebrate Dad with Savage Arms. Buy any Axis rifle and get $75 back. From home defense and concealed carry to shooting sports gear, plus store-wide markdowns and factory promotions, you can't beat this heat. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
You know what it is. This is your man, Petey Pablo. Once again, back is the Incredible, and this is Pirate Radio, and this is the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you know how it goes down when the pirates are in town. Shut down.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Ron Ayers Motorsports has been Greenville's go-to place for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more since 1975. Stop by their 30,000-square-foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and much more, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50-plus years of trusted service. Go by and see Jimmy Stallings and his team today. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome back in Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. For future guests, if you're listening, if we call you to get you on, just say hello or say, Zach Kaplan speaking.
Hey, Zach.
Or, hello. You've reached Zach Kaplan, and here I am in the flesh. Don't say, hey, Shirley, because Shirley might not be calling you. It might be me. And don't say, hey, Clip, because it might be Shirley calling you. Anyway, we go out to the Turner Home Team live line and talk to Zach Kaplan. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Clip, how are you?
I'm doing great. Zach, you are not the only one to do that. And it's awkward every time, especially when
I'm producing the Brian Bailey show and call one of his guests that he knows personally, and they answer like, "Hey Bailey, what's up?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's just me. It's Clip." So
it's like those commercials when Michael Jordan kept checking into the hotel, but it wasn't the real one. And they're like, "Oh."
yeah. And you sounded so happy to talk to Shirley. Hey Shirley, you were like really happy. And then you had to talk to me.
Cliff, how are you?
That's like biting into what you think is a caramel apple and it's a caramel onion.
Oh. Or, yeah, when
it's
you...
It's just a huge letdown.
So, like, you go through the drive-thru, you're picking up for multiple people, and you get different drinks.
Yeah.
And you get the one that says it's supposed to be yours, but it's actually a different one.
Yeah.
And you're not expecting it. And that first instant... it's a tough taste.
The hardest gut punch you'll ever feel as a Southern person is you go to take a sip of sweet tea and it's unsweet.
Yeah, there's
that. That is like a punch to the throat to a Southern person.
Zach, do you remember your first taste of a beer?
It was Beck's. I don't know why. I vividly remember it was Beck's beer. It was one of the Super Bowls, one of the Patriots Super Bowls. And I thought it was so gross. Little did I know, Flipper, that I would come to love the taste of a nice cold beer.
Well, mine was an accident. I was on a little a getaway with my buddy, and I had sweet tea ready for dinner, and his dad had put a beer in the same cup, the same similar cup, and I went to taste my sweet tea and was like, "Oh my God, this is terrible." I was a kid, and but yeah, like you come to like the taste. But that was one where I was expecting one thing and got a completely different one, and was not a fan at the time. Pike liked the stream and said he was tardy. What did I miss? Did anyone else enter the portal while I was busy? Zach, you're still with WNCT Channel 9, right?
I am, as far as I know. Yep. Bailey, I still work at Channel 9, right? He said temporarily.
He's week to week. Where are y'all? Are y'all there yet?
You got to say, where are you?
Where are you?
We just passed the west side of Lenovo Center. We are going to the north side right now, the Carter Finley side, if you will. Bailey enjoyed himself the Brothers Osborne concert before Game 1. Tonight we get a Dan and Shay concert before Game 2. So we were inside the arena the other night. Bailey spent half the time out here, so Bailey and I were just like, well, let's just spend the whole time out here from 5 to 6:30. And so if you hear music in the background, that is, I assume, some kind of sound check for Dan and Shay. And obviously, if you're coming to the game and listening on Pirate Radio, feel free to come say hi. Yeah, like I said, we'll be in between the Lenovo Center and Carter Finley Stadium.
Very cool. All the stuff that goes along with the Stanley Cup. And I don't think it was like I'll let you give your thoughts on it, Zach, but it wasn't like a stage is too big thing. Hurricanes come out, score 2 goals. It's just the Vegas Golden Knights are freaking on fire right now, and really, really, really good. So what were your takeaways from what was a really good Game 1 that did not go the Canes' way?
Yeah, that's the ironic part, Flip, is, a lot of these Golden Knights have played in the Stanley Cup final, whereas these Canes, Gordon Saul's played in it, but it was 16 years ago. And then, I thought it might be that way, but it turned out the exact opposite. So, credit to Carolina for coming out with their hair on fire the way they did, but, not able to sustain it, obviously, and just a lot of defensive lapses. And that was kind of the biggest issue, at least in my opinion. Just kind of the late first, early second period, felt like they lost focus a little bit, maybe got too ahead of themselves, and, found themselves in a hole real quick. But, a lot of people are kind of alarmed and all that. Like, I still think this is going to be a long series, and I really do think that that game could have gone either way. So, no reason to panic. I think you're kind of, listening to the first segment, you're kind of in agreement with me on that, which always makes for the best radio when the guests and the host all agree. So, it's, I think they'll be fine. And, a game that, like I said, a game that I felt could have gone either way. And honestly, it was going to overtime until the last 3.5 minutes there.
Matt says, do they charge the press $2,000 to get in? No, Matt. And that, let me explain it to you. Like, you don't need 4 years of college to do what we do. You don't need all that. It's all crap. It's all phony. But the reason we pay our dues like that is to get into games like this for free. That's the secret. That's the goal. And Zach and Bailey are there for free. And they're getting paid. They're on the clock. It's beautiful.
That's true too. But I've always felt like, Flip, honestly, like if you don't appreciate the job in the little moments, you don't really get to embrace and enjoy the big ones.
That's beautifully said. I
pulled myself out the other night, and like you work hard, and I mean last weekend was a bear. I mean we had 7 different teams playing for state titles. Obviously the Pirates in the Chapel Hill Regional, so it's a lot and a lot of scrambling around and everything, but all worth it when you get to enjoy moments like these. And there's a lot that goes into it as far as hours and stuff. But no, I mean, hey, like we don't pay $2,000 to get in, and the irony is we do have to pay for food during the rest of the playoffs. And now in the Stanley Cup Final, the NHL, I guess, subsidizes it, and we do get a voucher. So
nice.
Technically, we do have to pay for that, but not in this round.
Matt, that was a very disrespectful question, and you should respect your sports journalist out there.
Utmost respect.
Thank you, Mike.
Great respect, so much respect.
Great amount of respect.
Just a ton of respect.
Tremendous amount of
Incredible,
respect.
utmost respect.
Man,
just the ultimate respect.
Yep.
That's
what we deserve. All right. Game 2 coming up tonight. Zach, did you watch Game 1 of the NBA Finals last night?
Yeah, I caught the fourth quarter, which, I mean, they were tied at 76 after 3, so all I really needed to watch. I was kind of in and out first 3 quarters, but then they were tied. I'm like, all right, I got to lock in. And got to give credit to Brunson and this Knicks team, because I kind of thought coming into the finals that the Spurs would roll. I said Spurs at 5 was kind of my prediction. Mm-hmm. And, they'll have to win 4 in a row to do it. And what can you say about Brunson, just the way they went into a road environment, and it looks unfazed at all.
So, my sports allegiances line up with hating New York teams. As a Braves fan, I hate the Mets. As a Commanders fan, I hate the Giants. As a human being, I hate the Yankees. As a
diehard Caniac, you hate the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils because of all the New Yorkers that moved down here.
I'm not really there yet, but I do root against those teams easily, sure. But as a Hornets fan, I hate the Heat, and I hate the Lakers, and I hate any kind of front running teams. But I don't have that hate really for the Knicks. Even when I was a kid, I remember when the Knicks played the Spurs in '99, I was pulling for the Knicks. I liked Sprewell. I liked Larry Johnson. They had just kind of a random, no stars team. So I don't have that hatred for the Knicks like I do other New York sports teams. As a Boston sports fan, Zach, I guess you do, right? You have to hate the Knicks, right?
Yeah, I kind of have to. I mean, I don't want them to win the finals, certainly. I mean, I would just be awful if I had to hear from them for however long. They would, let's be honest, they would never shut up about it if the Knicks win the finals this year. But
they haven't won since the freaking 70s. Of course, they're gonna never shut up about it.
I think Midtown might not exist if they win. I mean, several blocks may be at risk around Madison Square Garden if the Knicks do win, especially at home if they clinch it. So. Yeah, no, I'm not rooting for them. I'm definitely not rooting for them. I don't root for any New York teams to win titles, period, end of story. And I would hope they never root for a Boston team to win a title. So it's, hope one being the Spurs pull it off. But, there are people like Holden Ahlers who have suffered with the Knicks for a long, long time. And saw him at the gym the other day. I said, you know what? Good for you. I'm like, good for you that they get to go to the finals. And I'm like, I hope to God they don't win it. But it's, there are a lot of people who've suffered with this team for a very long time and deserve at least this moment. But, I still expect it to come crashing down. It's just funny that they, wait 27 years to go back to the finals, and the reward is they get the same team that they played in '99. The only difference is that team has won 4 titles since, and the Knicks has done jack squat. So, I mean, it's kind of, I thought it was kind of ironic that way.
Do you and Holden work out with the same weights?
No.
You're way stronger than Holden Ahlers.
We got a long way to go in that department.
I want to say congratulations. Not only are the Red Sox not getting no hit like they were in the 5th inning, they have now scored a run. They trail Baltimore 8-1. I saw a video today. I don't know if it's viral or if it just came across my thing, but it was they were outside of Fenway, I think, Zach, and they were asking a Red Sox fan, what percent do you give this team to make the playoffs? And he said 5%. And this big fat masshole came up and with a Red Sox jersey and said, "No, you're wrong. 0%." And everyone not happy with this 26-34 Boston team.
Yeah, to borrow the Sopranos analogy I've used all year is I'm kind of like Tony and Uncle Junior after season 1. I still love them. They're still my team, but they're absolutely dead to me right now.
Okay. So you're not, do you even check box scores? I know you're a guy that if we were at trivia, you'd turn the socks on and stuff. Now, are they totally out of sight, out of mind for you?
Yeah, they've ticked me off so much. I'm just ready for Pat's training camp. I'm more curious about, I'm more excited about the A.J. Brown trade than I am anything that, just ridiculous excuse of a baseball team in 2026 is doing.
Well,
call it that.
I don't know how she got it, but shout out Diana Rossini. She knew this deal was going to happen.
Yep, she's all over it.
That she was. Zach, let's recap your weekend real quick. How many Pirate games? Were you at all the ECU games over the weekend, or were you covering high school during some of it?
Well, I stayed for 11 and a half of 14. Did you give me credit for a full game there?
That stinks, man. You put in the work, but you literally had to go cover another game, I guess, right?
I had no choice.
Man.
I'm sitting there with Bailey and a couple other folks. I'm like, I literally have to leave. I budgeted for 9 innings and post. I could stay. And we are just, literally, I think it was 4 o'clock, 4:15. I mean, if that's a 3-hour baseball game, I'm out of there 3:30.
Yeah.
After post game and everything. I mean, so it was 4:15, and we're in the middle of the 12th. I said, Bailey, I got to leave. I got to go to Duke and go cover Beargrass Charter because they had a game at 4, and then at 5. It would have been 4:15, then 3:15. But either way, So I guess I was at 11 and a half of those 14 innings, and then I came back. I was there for the ECU Carolina game Saturday. So yeah, I was at every part of their run except for the 12th, the bottom of the 12th, 13th, and 14th innings against Tennessee.
There we go. What a game that was. I said it during the time, I don't care about wasting arms. I just want to win this game. Because if you go to the loser's bracket, you're not going to win it anyway. So you might as well win. It just ran up against a really good North Carolina team. I was impressed with those guys.
I felt really strong that the loser of that game was going 0-2.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably did too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was the case for Tennessee. Man, really, really fun weekend of baseball overall, Zach. Watched Squeeze play the entire weekend, and we've got the Troy Little Rock Super Regional, which is awesome. You got some SEC matchups. I think Oregon, Texas, that's really an attractive one. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to try my best to be interested in college baseball that doesn't involve ECU. That's been tough for me in the past, but I might be on board this weekend.
Yeah, and I am at full disclosure, I'm at a bachelor party in Nashville. Shout out to my buddy Will, Penn State friend of mine. So a lot of my Penn State friends are getting together in the Music City. So we kind of perusing, watching college baseball when possible. Would have been cool if Vandy was hosting the Super. That would have been, well, we would have had to deal with the Whistler, but other than that, it's, so I'll watch kind of when I have time, but certainly checking the scores. Curious to see how Carolina does, just in-state team. I really do think they get back to Omaha for a second time in 3 years, and really it should have been 3 straight. I still, ask questions about how they blew it against Arizona last year in Chapel Hill. So, it'll be their second time in 3 years, but really, they should have been 3 in a row for this Carolina group.
All right, Zach, we'll let you run, man. Appreciate the report at the Lenovo Center. What's your prediction for Game 2 coming up tonight?
Well, this might be the dumbest sports bet I've ever done, reasoning-wise, but I was getting my hair cut earlier, and I had a fly land on me. Nikolai Ehlers' nickname is Fly, Nicholas Fly Ehlers, So I put a little bit on him to score. The top line has to get going. I'm sure Brooks Hill will talk about that when he comes on a little bit later. That's what they call a tease, by the way. That top line of Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov, that's kind of really the buzz around here. Where are they? Where are they? And, how do they get more involved in this series? Because they were the only line that did not score in Game 1. They got to get going, and I think they will tonight. I got the Canes 4-2, evening the series before it heads west to Sin City.
Great report, Zach. And, that's all I got for you.
All right, well, then I guess the segment is done and dusted, Clip.
All right, there is Zach Kaplan, WNCT Channel 9, joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Most guys, when we do a call like that and they're out on location and they'll want to go about 10, 12 minutes, keep it short. Zach, I mean, I probably could have just talked to him the rest of the show, and he would have just obliged, because the man loves talking and talking about sports and saying all that dumb, weird stuff he was saying there at the end with the fly and buzz and where are you and all that. But
yeah, Zach, just real quick,
we'll talk to Alex Harper coming up Friday and recap the first two games of the Stanley Cup final. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. Coming up hour 2, we got our dog of the day. We got Rahjai Harris. We'll talk to Cole Martin about the Greenville Yard Gnomes. Hour 3, Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, Brooks Hill, live from the Lenovo Center, and more. Got all of that and Dog of the Day coming up. Back with you after these words. Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rahjai Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating chefs features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Dr. Anthony Skalick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
UBE and Pireware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Join us for Vacation Bible School June 15th through the 18th. Registration is open now at easternpineschurch.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's hot dogs.
then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Well, don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We're about to play the clip of Damon Magazu picking off Russell Wilson. So in the chat, I said, name another future NFL starting quarterback that threw an INT against ECU. I had one immediately on the top of my head. I had to, I researched a couple others. And I will give you those answers in a moment. Jamie says, drawing a blank, I'd guess Phillip Rivers. I don't know if, did we play against Phillip Rivers? I don't remember ECU playing against Phillip Rivers.
I have a guess too, but I want to wait.
When they beat us real bad in Charlotte, I don't think they had Phillip Rivers. Pretty sure. Hold on, let's play the clip first.
Okay.
Play the clip. Here is Russell Wilson.
NC State doesn't need to try to get all of it this down. 3rd down and 12.
Oh, sorry, this isn't Jeff's call.
No, it's fine.
Picked off! The freshman, David Magazu! And East Carolina has come up with a 33-27 victory!
R.I.P. Mike Leach. I forgot he was the color analyst for that game.
Oh.
That's who his voice was at the very beginning.
How about that?
That's why I chuckled, because I was
That's
like, wow,
wild.
Forgot about that. Oh, Jamie, that's a good guess. I'm going to say no, just because of the way that game went that I was at, that I remember. All right, so I got on my list a very famous one. Case Keenum.
That's who I had.
To wrap up the 2008 championship, Van Eskridge picks them off.
Old man Van.
Case Keenum was the name immediately on my list. Now, I had to Google a few of these. 2009, thank you, Chan Man.
Yeah, he knows his football now.
2008 was Tulsa. Case Keenum, first on the list. I jotted down a few other names and had to check them out. First one was Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke came here with Old Dominion, put up a bunch of points, lost, and did not throw an interception. Next on my list, Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett was pretty pedestrian against a really good ECU defense in the Liberty Bowl, but as bad as he was in that game, did not throw an interception. The Pirates faced, this guy's played in playoffs with the Texans, TJ Yates twice. He did not throw a pick in one of the games, but he did in another. So Case Keenum, TJ Yates right now, they're on the list.
Okay, so the question was an NFL quarterback that threw a pick.
A starting NFL quarterback that threw a pick in college against East Carolina.
Okay, did Byron Leftwich throw a pick against us at any point when we played them against or played him at Marshall?
Very good guess, Shirley. I'm going to say the way that game got out of control in the first half, I'm going to say yes. ECU Marshall bowl game.
Because I remember watching that bowl and going, oh no.
64-61, the final. Insane stats. Show me a box score. No box score available. Kiss my grits. All right, I'm going to have to find it somewhere else then. Let's see. Give me a box score, man. Byron Leftwich, 2 interceptions.
Yes!
Well done, Shirley Rhodes. Put him on the list. You just made the list. Byron Leftwich on the list. Now, we had Mike Vick as a possibility by Jamie. We had Chris Redmond from...
Now, that's a good pull, too.
From Matt Redmond. See your cousin? Chris Redmond was who is now a head coach in the UFL. I don't know. I'm going to have to Google some really old First of all, did Chris Redmond start in the NFL? Let me look at his did he ever get a start? I know he was in the NFL for years. Chris Redmond. Let me go to Pro Football Reference. If he did make a start, I'm going to put it on you, Matt, to go back and look at those old box scores. Started 6 games with the Ravens, 4 for the Falcons, 6 for the Falcons. So he started in 12 NFL games. Now, Matt, see if he threw an interception during his time at Louisville against ECU. Older Pirate fans tell me about the Gus Frerotte game where he torched ECU while he was with Tulsa. Gus started for my Redskins. Did he throw a pick in that game?
Okay, now I'm going to ask this question just because I cannot remember. But there were a couple of years that East Carolina took on Syracuse, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Did Donovan McNabb play? Did we play ECU when Donovan McNabb was there, and did he throw a pick?
Let me find. I'm going to say yes, Shirley, but let me find.
Okay, Chan Man is saying 1 game, no picks. That's what he said.
All right, good research. Our research department is all over it. Jamie says Pat White. I'm going to say Pat White never started a game at quarterback in the NFL. He played for the Dolphins, right? But didn't he change positions? I'll look up his Pro Football Reference page, but I'm going to say he didn't start a game at quarterback. Yeah, he was a wide receiver in the NFL. So good try, but no. Brett Favre. Hunter says Brett Favre. I'm going to say Brett Favre. I'll have to go back in the archives for that one. Any older Pirates would know if Brett Favre threw a pick for Southern Miss against East Carolina. All right, good names. Let's keep that going throughout the show. If you can think, there's got to be some others out there that we're not thinking of at the moment. Any other Carolina guys? Tiny says Ryan Mallett. I already looked it up, Tiny, because he played so bad against ECU, but I don't think he had a pick in that Liberty Bowl. Oh, Matt says Dwight Henry pick 6 against Chris Redmond in 1997. Chris Redmond, you just made the list. All right, we got Case Keenum, TJ Yates, Byron Leftwich, and Chris Redmond on the list. Did Peyton Manning throw a pick against ECU for Tennessee? I'm going to say no, but the Pirates did play him. Shirley, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll continue on our list. We've got Dog of the Day coming up in hour number 2. And also Rahjai Harris, Cole Martin, and a whole lot more on Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. If you can think of a NFL starting quarterback that threw a pick against ECU, please let us know. I would love to add to our list. We're back with you after this timeout.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And guess what, Pirate Nation? It's truck month only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We got 1500s, 2.9 for 72 months, 2500 HDs, 4.9%, 2026 Elevation. This is the deal of the month. The 1500 Crew Cab with the TurboMax engine, $11,549 in savings. And check this out, Pirate fans. That's 20% off MSRP.
Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Dank Burrito on Red Banks Road is rolling the good, combining bold global flavors with chef-driven techniques to create flavor bombs you won't find anywhere else. From their classic jerk chicken to their legendary pork belly, they're serving up fresh tacos, bowls, and burritos that defy the ordinary. Order ahead at order.dankburrito.com or download the Dank Burrito app. Join Dank Burrito Rewards today to start stacking points and earning free food with every bite. Check them out at 108 Red Banks or drop into their flagship Dank Burrito in Morehead City while you're cruising the Crystal Coast. Dank Burrito, stay hungry, stay dank.
Hello, friends. There are certain places where magic happens in golf. Augusta, St. Andrews, Pinehurst, and the Birdie Bar. Here, every drive feels 30 yards longer, and every friend suddenly becomes a swing coach after 2 or 3 beers. Step inside for world-class golf simulators, great drinks, and the kind of atmosphere that makes even a triple bogey feel memorable. The Birdie Bar in Greenville, where the only bad lie is the one that says, you don't have time for golf.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. They're now open 7 days a week, and you can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right. We're trying to compile the list of NFL starting quarterbacks that have thrown interceptions against East Carolina in their college career. We got Russell Wilson, Case Keenum, TJ Yates, Byron Leftwich, Chris Redmond. Quarterbacks that have played against ECU that did not throw a pick. I think Shirley and I have confirmed Brett Favre. We know he had 3 interceptions. Shirley says 0 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in his game against ECU. So Brett Favre, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Taylor Heineke, Ryan Mallett, 0 interceptions against the Pirates when they played in college. See if you can add to the list. This tells me we haven't played a ton of NFL quarterbacks. There's got to be more, though, that we're forgetting. Look up that Gus Frerotte game against Tulsa. See if he threw one. Chandler's daddy, I believe Clark, was at that game. Or I know he has talked about it when Tulsa came to town and beat ECU with Gus Frerotte in the 90s. Speaking of which, left side.
Strong side. I was enjoying that last segment. The first quarterback that I thought of, which is weird because this is before my time, was Donovan McNabb, which Shirley brought up. And I already had his stats up. Not a lot of throwing for Donovan McNabb back in 1997. 56-0. The Orange routed East Carolina. But 5 for 7, 109 yards passing. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns and no interceptions. He also had a passing touchdown as well. So not a lot of throwing from Donovan McNabb that day, but he did not throw an interception as they walloped the Pirates.
We might have another one on the list. I'm going to say Anthony Wright started for the Cowboys. Anthony Wright.
From Vanceboro.
Eastern North Carolina guy. He started for the Cowboys, the Ravens as well. And Matt said he threw a pick against ECU in 1996. And he will be on the list. Well done, Matt. That is a good one. Anthony Wright, West Craven guy who went to South Cac and had some starts in the NFL. We will add to the list as the show goes along. All right, Chan Man, how you doing?
Good, man. Finally getting the rest that I needed back from that crazy Chapel Hill Regional. And looking forward to some Canes hockey tonight. Tough one on Tuesday, but I believe the Canes can bounce back. And they proved the other night that they can, keep up with the Vegas Golden Knights, who took care of Colorado in their last series.
Colorado, tough one on Tuesday. Sounds like one of your country hits.
Oh, tough Tuesday. It's a tough Tuesday.
We got a good classic country.
You just got to have that drawl.
Yeah, and you got
tough Tuesday.
The way you end the words, kind of your breath. In there.
Tough Tuesday.
Man, that's pretty.
Drop it.
Sounds good. Well, we are going hockey tonight on our Dog of the Day, presented by Doghouse Tavern in Ayden. And I believe Mark said he was heading over there last Friday. After he was headed to the Birdie Bar, then Doghouse Tavern.
Yeah, he was making his way around.
Making his way downtown.
Yeah.
Talking fast.
Driving, hopefully
walking,
not fast.
Driving. And it is a great spot to enjoy a lot going on. Chandler will tell you all the goodies they have going on this Thursday at the Doghouse Tavern.
Yeah, music bingo coming up tonight with Wild Willie, DJ Wild Willie, 7:30 to 9:30. Sydney is going to be behind the bar. She's going to be behind the bar from 11 to 6. So go out there and see Sydney before she gets off. Kristen will be coming in tonight, 6 to close. So go out there, enjoy some music bingo with DJ Wild Willie. Some of the specials tonight include Michelob Ultra, thanks to our friends Carolina Eagle Distributing, Russ and his crew. Michelob Ultra bottles, $2.75. And a salty dog shot, $6. And a house margarita is going to cost you only $5. So free pool until 6 o'clock. So get out there. Tonight's themes, or this week's themes, excuse me, Yacht Rock. I love a good Yacht Rock song. Yacht Rock mix.
What is Yacht? What, Shirley? What?
Christopher,
Shirley's on the phone. Cross?
Christopher Cross.
I was going to say Hall & Oates. Do they count?
I think they're in there. Christopher Cross.
What's the question?
When you hear Yacht Rock, all right, don't even think about it. First musician, they're group.
Yacht Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher Cross for sure.
All right. Do you have another one?
Christopher Cross, I'd go maybe like a James Taylor.
Okay. I said Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates would be a Yacht Rock.
Adjacent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little adjacent.
Right.
I would say even Jimmy Buffett would be a little adjacent.
Okay. Fair enough.
That type of thing. Oh, by the way, the reason John Moody, that was who I was on the phone with, brought up one. No interceptions, though, but did play against East Carolina, one Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, wow. Okay.
When he was the quarterback for
Tech.
Louisiana Tech, they shellacked East Carolina that year. It was the only time the two teams played each other that year. It was 1968. That was the only time Terry Bradshaw played against East Carolina.
How about some Miami guys that we played against?
I'm looking at some other things. So you have a Geno Smith.
Oh, wow.
A Tyrod Taylor.
Of course.
Yeah.
And one Teddy Two Gloves.
With Louisville. All right. So we need to research those, is what you're saying?
We played Teddy.
Yes, research those three.
You don't think we played Teddy? Mm-mm. Teddy was the ACC.
Yes.
And Big East.
Now, Louisville was in the American 1 year.
Including the 2013 matchup where the Cardinals faced the Pirates.
Okay, let's look it up then. 2013.
That is news to me.
Louisville, ECU.
Now, mind you, I am Googling this, so this information could be slightly skewed. So let's...
ECU and Louisville did not play in the 2013 season.
Huh. Oh, it said played against ECU in the Big East, including a 2013 matchup where the Cardinals.
Well, first of all, we weren't in the Big East, so
that would explain
not
that.
a very good.
Yeah, that was not a very good Google move there.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
but
check
try
the
other
others.
ones.
Tyrod and did we play against Tyrod? Because I know Sean Glennon threw interception against ECU.
We played against Tyrod on a Thursday night in 2009, and then we played them at Virginia Tech in 2010 in Ruff's first year. I do not remember there being an interception. But you can always look back. Geno's an interesting one. I forgot about him being the quarterback at West Virginia.
This is classic Tyrod Taylor. 17 of 30, 137 yards.
That's what he's doing in the NFL.
No touchdowns, no interceptions.
He's done that his whole career in the NFL.
Just kind of boring, stable. Not going to kill you, but also not going to. All right, 49-27. They put some points on us in this game. Tyrod Taylor, 8 for 16, 2 touchdowns. That's not a lot of numbers. So Tyrod Taylor played against him, but did not intercept him. He is on the no interceptions list. This is fun.
This is fun. I enjoy this.
Who was the other one? Let's check it real quick.
Geno Smith.
Geno. God, I think he waxed us one year. What year would that be,
That's
Chandler?
like 2012.
Maybe even 2010, 2011.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. 2012 did not play each other that year. 2011 sounds good. Did not play each other that year. 2010 sounds great. Where are we? 13?
Where are we? Actually, I think you might.
Did I miss something?
I think we might have to go back to 2009.
Well, what was the year they beat us so bad? Mountaineers 35-20 in 2009. I was thinking of a shellacking one year.
Is Geno that old?
Nah, Geno wasn't there.
Okay.
We'll have to. I think there is one in the rough era, though, that we'll have to find. This is not good radio. Sorry. All right, let's get our dog of the day. We sucked last week. I said Virginia money line against Jacksonville State. Virginia got waxed. Chandler said Thunder money line.
Yeah.
They got waxed.
Yeah.
I think Jarrett had a player prop. No, that was the week before, OG Anunoby. I don't know what Jarrett had last week, but I'm going to let him go first this week because we both got shellacked. He's going NASCAR. Tyler Reddick, top 3 finish at Michigan, plus 150. So Reddick's been great. Top 3 is tough to get, but he's going Tyler Reddick, plus 150. So Chandler, earlier today, the great game won. A lot of goals, high flying, Ehlers on the board. This series is going to be a high scoring series. So your goal scorers, you should have a pick of the litter. You could go Seth Jarvis. You could go Aho. You could go Andrei Svechnikov. You could go Stankoven. You go with pick a goal scorer. They're going to score. But we say, nah. While everybody's zigging, we got to zag.
We're zagging, baby.
We're zagging. Ehlers comes out, scores in the first minute.
First 30 seconds.
Of the other night. The goals just keep piling in. The over hits so easily. So what do we say? We're saying no goals. We're saying, remember everything you saw on Tuesday and forget about it.
Yeah.
Men in Black, buzz yourself with that device. Forget it. Because this time, no goals. Nothing. Defense. Chandler and I are going to be chanting defense the first 10 minutes of tonight's game because we have no goals being scored in the first 10 minutes plus money.
I took this bet a couple of weeks ago. I thought it was very interesting. Of course, I don't bet on hockey, but when I saw this, it kind of reminded me of like a Nerfy situation. And I do remember taking that bet. And especially when you get to the 12-minute mark clip and there's been no goals, it's very intense. And hopefully we're going to be celebrating tonight. So no goal for me and Clip Brock. No goal first 10 minutes. You got it at plus 130. I went and took it probably about between 5 and 10 minutes later, and it went from 130 to 124. So he's got it for 130. I got it for plus 124. No goal first 10 minutes. And once those first 10 minutes go, y'all score all you want.
All right. Boy, Matt is an excellent researcher. I'm glad. I kind of wish I wasn't hosting the show so I could just research this like Matt's doing right now. But we got some more names. Also, Joe says, Tough Tuesday coming to karaoke near you. He said, go Canes, do we need on-location reporting? We had Zach hour 1. We got Brooks hour 3. But, Joe, if you're there and want to call in, 317-1250. Absolutely, we'll get a report.
Let's do it.
From you right now. All right. Matt says Scott Covington. I said, how about some Miami guys? Threw 2 picks against ECU in 96. Started in 1 NFL game. That's enough. Scott Covington, you just made the list.
You're on the list.
I have one for the no list.
Before you get there, I've got another on the yes list. This is a good one here.
You go yes, I go no.
Mark.
Check yes or no.
Mark Bolger.
Wow.
West by God, Virginia, quarterback of the Rams. Threw 2 against ECU in 1999. Now, I'm just relying all on Matt here that he's being honest with me, which is a dangerous thing to do.
Did you have Desmond Ritter on your list?
Oh, the Riddler.
Wow.
Cincinnati did not throw an INT. However, Holton did in that game.
Why you got to say that?
Sorry, Holt. I love you, man.
Now, Ritter played against ECU twice.
Yeah, this was the 55-point game that Cincinnati racked up on us.
At least twice. Did you check the other one?
I did not check the other one.
Check the other one. Ooh, Stanley's got a name.
Come on, Stan, man. What you got?
He's got Dante Culpepper.
Oh!
UCF.
Man!
Now, are you just saying his name, Stanley, or did he throw an interception against ECU? Because he certainly started in the NFL, and he made the cover of Madden, which we talked about earlier this week. I love this. Some names rolling in. We need to double-check the Riddler, Desmond Ritter. We need to see if we can get Dante Culpepper. Chandler's getting played off. That's all
sir.
right.
Add yes to the list of one Desmond Ritter.
There we go.
He played 2 matchups, 2 games. He has a 2-0 record. However, he threw 2 interceptions across those 2 matchups. 5 total touchdowns, 628 passing yards between the 2 games.
All right. Are you AIing or box scoring?
I am AIing.
Okay. I'm a little nervous about that.
Yeah, I have been checking it, but the one particular one that I'm looking at has a paywall behind it, so I can't get behind the box score or get to the box score. Sorry.
All right. We're going to put Desmond Ritter on the interception list. In fact, I found the game. It was 2020.
Yeah, that's the one I'm missing.
2021. He threw 2 picks against the Pirates. That is good enough to put him on our list. Mark Bolger, Anthony Wright, Russell Wilson, Case Keenum, TJ Yates, Byron Leftwich, Chris Redmond, Scott Covington, Desmond Ritter. The list continues to grow. I'm proud of us and our Pirate fans. John Moody checking in late. Donovan McNabb, we've checked him off the list, and Ryan Mallett as well. Did not throw an interception. Jamie is going to check on Blake Bortles, another potential name there. We'll see if he threw a pick. And get on Dante Culpepper, too, if you could. Chandler, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, no problem. I will also be researching. So if I have anything for you, I will text you and contribute.
When we return, we'll hear from our guy, Rahjai Harris. He joins us when we return, Pirate Radio Live, on a Thursday after this timeout.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's Bo time.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fifth Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fifth Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
Join us for 2 days of family fun June 12th and 13th for the 43rd Annual Washington Summer Festival. Enjoy the downtown art walk, meet and greet with George and Martha Washington. Friday night, it's music by the Craig Woolard Band and the Embers at 7 with a Bullseye Team flyover and fireworks at 9. On Saturday, it's the Eli Craig Band taking the stage at 6. Come celebrate the summer at the Washington Summer Festival June 12th and 13th. For information, visit wbcchamber.com.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
It's Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime from anywhere at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome back in Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Avery, do you know Stanley Dixon? You familiar with him?
Yes, my dad.
Do you trust him? Is he a pretty trustworthy guy?
Yeah, he knows ball.
He says Dante Culpepper threw 3 picks against East Carolina. Dante Culpepper, you just made the list. And now I can ask the trivia question, what Madden cover boy threw 3 interceptions against ECU? Dante Culpepper, the answer. Jamie did his research and said Blake Bortles threw a pick. Blake Bortles did throw an INT. I'm counting it. I'm trusting you guys here. I'm putting a lot of trust in you listeners. I've researched a lot of these on my own, but some I haven't.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
I think it is. I think you got to trust and verify in this business. But right now, starting NFL quarterbacks that threw an interception against East Carolina while in college, we got Mark Bolger, Anthony Wright, Russell Wilson, Case Keenum, TJ Yates, Byron Leftwich, Chris Redmond, Scott Covington, Desmond Ritter, Dante Culpepper, Blake Bortles. Now, Matt, I thought about this. I was thinking, who was the Texas Tech quarterback when we played when they played ECU, and was it Kingsbury? My question is, did Cliff Kingsbury start an NFL game? Now, I know he's a popular coach, was great as the coordinator with the Commanders a couple years ago, but as far as his playing days in the NFL, I'm going to say no. And now all I'm getting is a coach history. Did he even play in the NFL? Cliff Kingsbury, NFL stats. Let's see what we got here. Pro Football Reference. He played in 1 NFL game. He was 1 for 2 with 17 yards for the Jets. So Cliff Kingsbury threw a pick against ECU, which a lot of quarterbacks have, but did not start in the NFL. Matt, I appreciate your research, but I'm sorry that will not go on the list. All right, continue to find some names for me. This is fun. I had a list of like 4 or 5. I didn't think we would get to 10, but right now we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Can we get to 15 by the end of the show? Can we get 4 more? Think of some other ACC guys we faced, or some bowl games, or some big non-conference games. But while we're thinking, we will hear from Rahjai Harris, our guy, who I had a chance to catch up with earlier today. Here's my chat with Rahjai.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris. Rahjai, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man. How about yourself?
Hey, doing good. Still a lot going on in the world of sports. East Carolina put up a good showing in the Chapel Hill Regional. Beat Tennessee, beat VCU, but unfortunately those dang Tar Heels got us. So season comes to an end, but another good year for Pirate baseball.
Definitely, man. We didn't start how we wanted to, man, but it's not about how you start, man. And
yeah.
Everybody done heard that before, though, man. Them guys do a good job over there in that locker room, and I think that's very important. You feel what I'm saying? So, shout out to the Pirates, man, for representing the whole Pirate culture. Big shout out to them boys.
And I mean, they had a pretty good year, but just, we set the standard so high for baseball. But some you said there, Rahjai, not how you start, how you finish. Something I've commended you and a lot of the guys I've talked to on is your resiliency, because as fans and as people that talk about it, you lose a few games early in the season, especially football, because you only get 12 and it can go south pretty quick. But you've been a part of some really good teams at ECU. You were part of some teams that didn't do so well, but the resiliency to stick through it. I mean, no better example than the year that Mike Houston was fired and Blake Harrell took over. You guys were kind of heading on the wrong direction, but ended up finishing that season strong, and that's a team we won't forget about here.
Definitely, man. And football taught me adversity, for real. And I think that's just something that I can teach my kids and teach the kids I train, and teach people around me. It's just adversity is gonna come. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you got to continue to get up every day and chase that 1%. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to continue to get up, in life when stuff not going your way. You feel what I'm saying? You got to continue to get up, because who would I be as a man to try to raise these 2 kids that I got. And when they failing at something, to just tell them to give up. You feel what I'm saying? That's not who I am. You feel what I'm saying? So I've added that in my life, man, in multiple areas. And it's multiple things that football done taught me. You feel what I'm saying? So, football is something that, started once was just fun and, you just wanted to do it.
All right.
But you just learn so much stuff when you go through, adversities like the knee injuries or go through, coaches changes. It's just stuff that it teaches you that you really don't think about when you're younger. But, getting around the right system, man, and right locker room, man, it can really teach you a lot of things.
Well, on that note, Rahjai, Shirley said she saw you got some camps or a camp coming up, right? So you will be able to teach some of that to the youth.
Oh, yeah, most
tell us
definitely.
about that.
So, yeah, July 25th, man. I've been doing this camp for 5 years now. It started when my little cousin got sick. She passed away with cancer, man. And I got a best friend named Chuck. His little brother had cancer, and he beat it. So, man, we started doing this camp every year, man, for them. And, man, it just spread it for real, man. And last year was one of my best years. I have the news out there every year. I have vendings out there, food trucks, all type of stuff. Just try to bring the community together. You feel what I'm saying? For one day, one big day, one free event. Parents don't got to spend a dime if they don't want to. I'm talking about food trucks free, ice cream, everything's free. And you getting hands-on, man, with professionals, guys that played around the area, that went to the league, that went to college, that just played in general, you feel what I'm saying? And they coming out for free as well, man, and just, bring the city together to make it something special, more than just a football camp, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we out there having fun, literally. We got cameras on. We just having fun, man, just doing what kids do, man. We just hanging out, you feel what I'm saying? So, especially that we do it, man. I look forward to it every year. I'm not going to be able to run around and do what I usually do, man, but I definitely be out there, man, and encouraging and motivating and laughing at everybody, man. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Man, that's awesome. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to it. We are very close to some Battlehawks postseason football. I hate you won't be out there, Rahjai, but I saw St. Louis playing this weekend in the playoffs, right?
Yep, they in the playoffs, man, versus Louisville Kings versus Isaiah Winstead.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big game, man. They got some guys. They've been rolling, man. So we're going to see how it go. I'm excited to see it. I'll be watching from home, I believe, but I'm excited to see it, man. I'm going to be all in the TV, I promise you.
Well, congrats on your DBs making Sports Center because they're about to get mossed by Isaiah.
Man, hey, there's some good bump right here, though. It's going to be some good bump, man. I like our defense, man.
All right.
I like our defense, but hey, that boy Isaiah, though, ooh-wee.
He's been making plays, man. He got him one.
It ain't nothing new, though. That's what the world got to do their research. That's what it is. The world just got to do their research.
And man, it'd be a lot of football, but if somehow Isaiah could parlay this into a NFL training camp, and we talked to him somewhat recently. I know that's his goal. He wants to just keep on playing all year.
Definitely, man. And you know him, Clip. Man, that's one of the most consistent guys we know. You feel what I'm saying? So he's been staying down, man, and the only way is up. You feel what I'm saying? And we talk about it, man. We talk all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Just about being consistent and stuff, man, and just letting God be God. You feel what I'm saying? Letting His timing be better than ours. So he'll get there. He'll definitely get there, man. He's working. He's working his tail off, man. He's looking good all year.
Rahjai, I saw some projections for the football season, and look, anybody can come out with a predicted record. We do it here at Pirate Radio. Everybody does it, but it was CBS Sports projected records for the upcoming football season, and this is about the most respect I've seen given to ECU in a long time. Had the Pirates 8-4 this year, which is that's a pretty solid number. I know you want 12-0, 11-1, 10-2, but 8-4 at least shows that. And look, a lot of this, we don't even know who the starting quarterback is. I think a lot of it is Blake Harrell, the program, the past few years, the players that have been developed. Yeah, all about respect.
Yeah, respect, man. And I think we did a good job coming up, man. Like you said, we didn't start as we wanted to, as freshmen and sophomores, but it grew, man, and it grew. We didn't win all the games that we wanted to. But we put people on notice that we play hard football, no matter if it's offense, defense, or special teams. We really took pride in it, man, and we still taking pride in it to this day, man, because that's just how you get on the field. But them Pirates, man, they coming for something special, man. And I think Blake Harrell gonna get them guys there for sure.
Rahjai, one of my football pet peeves now is the overseas games, and Washington's got one early in the year, and now you're seeing it in college. But news this week, Virginia and NC State were supposed to play in Brazil. That game has been now moved to Charlottesville, and I don't know what in the world the logistical issues were, but they were going to play to open the season in Brazil. Now it's going to be here. And I complain about it. I just hate that a team's missing a home game. I feel like the travel would be an issue. But let me ask you, as a player, you get a little mini vacation there. You get to see a new part of the world, and you get to play football. So how would you feel about playing a game over there during your football schedule?
Exactly what you just said, though. I would love to see, the world. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's all about for me, anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Just being able to be around, different areas of the world. But I feel what you're saying too. It'll probably be a lot of travel issues with the fans and stuff like that. But for the players, I say, man, just being able to see the world like that, and then going to do what you love to do. That's got to be a sweet type moment right there. And, I think Keaton played somewhere or went somewhere or something like that early on. And he told me that it was unbelievable. You feel what I'm saying? The food and everything was just unbelievable out there, man. So that's something as a player that I would probably want to do something like that. But, God's plan.
Rahjai, we got the Hurricanes game 2 tonight. Lost game 1 against Vegas in a classic. So the Canes trying to bounce back. And then last night, Jalen Brunson kind of takes over in the fourth quarter. The Knicks beat the Spurs. You following any of these championships going on right now?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm so much of a LeBron fan for some reason, Clip. Like, I love LeBron, man. But I'm not following Wemby, but I do like Wemby.
Are you worried Wemby's going to overtake LeBron? Is that why you're nervous right now?
Nah, I ain't worried about that. But I tell you, my pops was watching the game. He kept asking me last night, was I watching it? But I never turned it on. That's crazy. That's crazy you just said something about that.
I tell you what, it was a great game, and just a lot of runs back and forth for both teams. And I kind of like it. It's a different looking finals. I know the Spurs have been in it a lot, but not in a while. Yeah. So good to see some new teams. And, man, I'm very excited just to see what Madison Square Garden looks like for Game 3. I mean, that place is going to be insane for Game 3.
We've been talking about that a lot, man, in the training room, man. We've been talking about, like, New York atmosphere down there. Be crazy, but we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Wemby is fun to watch, though. He is fun to watch. He is.
All right, Rahjai. You said before you got on, you were just getting back from rehab, about to go hang out with your family. So how's your day today going? Still everything good?
It's been good, man. Monday through Fridays, I'm with Steve, man. Steve's taking care of your boy, man. But shoot, I get here on Saturdays and Sundays, man. We try to go do something fun. We're going to go to Six Flags this weekend, man, to the water park. They got a water park over here, so we're going to take the kids there, man. But, shoot, I be chilling, man. I like to be at home. I like to be in my own little space, man. But Texas is so big, you got to drive 30 minutes for, to get anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it's cool, though, man. It's hot. It's really hot, 95, throughout the week. But it's cool, man. When it rains, it pours, though. It'll rain the whole day. Man. But it's cool. It's definitely a blessing, man, just being out here. Never thought I'd be in Texas, man. Just, living in Texas. So
you can come home with a big cowboy hat and a belt buckle and all kinds of mess.
You feel me? Like, I might, next time you see me, I might be in the boots. Somebody got a hat on, a cutlass shirt on, tank
big
top.
Big Tex. Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Texas is big. It's huge, though, man. And I'm blessed to be right here where my feet is, for sure.
All right, Rahjai. Good to talk with you, buddy. We'll do it again next week, man.
You already know, my guy. Much love, man.
All right, Rahjai Harris joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Make it a Basil's night. That's what Rahjai would be doing if he was in Greenville instead of doing the Boot Scoot Boogie in Texas. Go get you some pasta, pizza, or pull the Rahjai, get some wings on the way home while you get ready to watch the Hurricane. Sounds like some great Stanley Cup final food tonight at Basil's. A couple more names have been added to the list. This is a good one. I wish I would have thought about this one. So did we play against Sean King as well from Tulane? Jamie has ECU Tulane 2001 former Redskins starter Patrick Ramsey threw 2 picks against ECU. Did the Pirates play against Sean King, who had the perfect season at Tulane? Sean King beat my Redskins in the playoffs with the Bucks one year. I'm still not quite over that game. We would have advanced to the NFC Championship and probably got blown out by the Rams, but still wish we would have won that one. Also, I can't believe this guy, Dave Ragone. I remember he was a good quarterback at Louisville, but had no idea he started 2 games for the Texans in the NFL. Dave Ragone and Patrick Ramsey have been added to the list of NFL starting quarterbacks that threw an interception against East Carolina. I've had some people chime in. What about Russell Wilson? Well, that's how the conversation got started. We were talking about Russell Wilson. It all started with Jamie. Thank you, Jamie, asking if Russell Wilson should be in the Hall of Fame. I say no. And then we went to him getting picked off by Magazoo. And then I asked, what starting NFL quarterbacks have been picked off by Pirates during their college days? And here's the list we got right now. And there's got to be more because we've continued. We had a 3 and then 5, and now we're up to 13, I believe. Can we get to 15? We got Mark Bolger, West Virginia. Anthony Wright, South Carolina. Russ, NC State. Case Keenum, Houston. TJ Yates, Carolina. Byron Leftwich, Marshall. Chris Redmond, Louisville. Scott Covington, Miami. Desmond Ritter, Cincinnati. Dante Culpepper, Blake Bortles, UCF. Dave Ragone, Louisville. Patrick Ramsey, Tulane. That is the list of starting NFL quarterbacks that threw a pick against ECU. Quarterbacks that played against the Pirates and started in the NFL that did not throw a pick. Taylor Heineke, Old Dominion. Ryan Mallett, Arkansas. Tyrod Taylor, Virginia Tech. Brett Favre, Southern Miss. Donovan McNabb, Syracuse. Michael Vick, Virginia Tech. Terry Bradshaw, Louisiana Tech. What a fun exercise. We're still looking to see, did Gus Frerotte throw a pick against ECU in the Tulsa game in the 90s? That one is still out there. I'm pretty positive Peyton Manning did not throw a pick against ECU. I'm going to go ahead and put him on the no-pick list, but you can double-check that for me when ECU played Tennessee in the 90s. And I'm sure we've faced some other starting quarterbacks. Ellerby asked, did we face like Vinny Testaverde or Bernie Kosar when we played Miami? Check that out to see if we played against those guys. And they both had a lot of starts, obviously, in the NFL. All right, we're doing 2 shows at once here. We're doing that show, and we're taking a break, coming back, talking some Yard Gnomes baseball with young Cole Martin. We got that on the way, and hopefully you adding to our list of starting NFL quarterbacks that threw picks against ECU. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Cucinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Is your car making strange noises or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Sun's out, guns out in Pirate Nation. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Things are already heating up with Springfield Armory's hottest deal yet. Buy a model 2020 rifle and get a free XDM Elite 10mm pistol. Celebrate Dad with Savage Arms. Buy any Access rifle and get $75 back. From home defense and concealed carry to shooting sports gear, plus store-wide markdowns and factory promotions, you can't beat this heat. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Russell's is back open with a whole new look just in time for Father's Day. Hi, it's Rhonda with Russell's in downtown Washington, letting you know we are ready to put a smile on Dad's face. Russell's has a great selection of quality clothing and accessories to fit any budget and assures Dad to look and feel good. Can't make a decision? No problem. Gift certificates are available in any amount. Make it easy and shop Russell's for great selection, personal service, and free signature gift wrap. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a place for lunch? Well, Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Thought I had a couple of possibilities during the break. Looked up Jeff George, who played at Illinois, but I guess did not play against ECU in that era. And also Paxton Lynch from Memphis was there 3 years and did not play against East Carolina. So we'll cross those names off the list. We're looking for starting NFL quarterbacks that threw interceptions against ECU, and we've got a long list of names right now. And we'll go through those once again in hour 3. If you have any to add, please do in the chat or give us a call, or I put the names up on Twitter as well. You can find it on my Twitter and Pirate Radio's. But right now, we will hear from Young Cole, talk a little Greenville Yard Gnomes baseball as the Yard Gnomes are back, and Cole Martin is calling the games. Here's my chat with Young Cole.
Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Young Cole, also known as Cole Martin, who has done a lot with us behind the scenes and some on-the-air stuff, and now a new opportunity this summer that we'll talk about. Cole, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you, Clipper?
I'm doing good. You're the busiest young man I know with everything you got going on. Let's add another line to the resume, calling some Greenville Yard Gnomes this summer. And how'd you get into that?
I was just sitting here in the studio one day, and I get a message from the Yard Gnome saying, hey, we want to reach out to you, call you, and got on the phone with someone over there, and that's kind of how it all started. It was really weird because it was in the month of May, and so it was really close to the season. I work a summer job, and so at first I wasn't totally sure about it. And at first it was supposed to be like color only, really, and maybe fill in for play-by-play. But now the main play-by-play guy, he's not doing it this year, so they asked me to do it, and that's what I'm doing.
And you've gained a ton of experience doing some on-the-air stuff, especially out at D.H. Conley. And
Yes.
it was awesome to have you as a resource through the playoffs with both baseball and softball and your knowledge. But you were able to do a lot of those games, right?
I was, yes. I did a total of 29 games, I believe, between baseball and softball. I did all of softball's non-conference. I did all of baseball's conference. And then I did first couple of rounds of playoffs for baseball. And then I did regional final and state championship for softball as well.
And you are on to college this fall, right?
Yes.
Should we say where you're going or
You-
leave that out?
We can leave it out for now. Some people might not be thrilled about it.
But no, are you going to continue sports broadcasting?
Absolutely, I am. That's going to be my intended major is to do media and journalism and a concentration in sports communication.
Excellent. That is something that I always wanted to be a part of in some shape or form. When did you kind of develop the love for it?
Ever since I was a kid, really.
Yeah.
So growing up, I lived in a neighborhood with pretty much like middle-aged, elderly people. So I didn't really have any friends growing up, and so I just kind of hung out with my sisters most of the time. And I started this show where it was kind of like a knockoff of SportsCenter, but I had my sister Lily do it with me, and she didn't know what she was talking about. No offense to her, but she was just there just to talk. And so that's kind of how it really started.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up watching sports, grew up going to all of the ECU games. And I don't know, it's just something that just kind of developed that, you know, I wanted to talk about sports.
Yeah, your granddad is a jungle legend, and
Yes.
your dad's a huge pirate, and so I wonder how many games you've been to in your life at this point.
I couldn't even
Are we
tell
in
you.
the thousands?
Probably so, actually, yes. I've been to a lot of ECU baseball games. That's going to be the toughest part for me is leaving that. A lot of football games. We did go to a lot of basketball games in the 2010s, but not as many recently.
Yeah. By the way, he's going to North Carolina, folks. So who were you pulling for this past weekend?
I didn't watch really because that was the first game for me to do for the Yard Gnomes was on Saturday
There
during
you
the
go.
game.
Okay.
But I don't know. I was torn either way. And, you know, I'll probably be supporting them now that they're in the Super Regionals. And, you know, maybe while I'm there, they make the College World Series, maybe get a couple opportunities with that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We have talked to John and the folks over at the Yard Gnomes, and I'm kind of fascinated how the season works because it's mostly college players,
Right.
and the college baseball postseason's going on when the Yard Gnome season starts. So how many guys do you know how you'll add to the roster here?
We added 3 more last night, I believe, and one of them actually threw last night. His name's Carson Everett from Winthrop. But there are a couple of guys still playing D2 ball.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple of JUCO guys. There's guys in the World Series for both of those areas. There's no D1 guys left. We got the last of the D1 guys last night, I believe.
Do you know how many Pirates are on this Yard Gnomes team?
There are 2 Pirates, Jack Strom and Brett Beasley.
Okay, cool. So some local interest if you want to go out. Speaking of local interest, I think they try their best to get local kids, at least a few on the roster. Any of those guys on the roster?
There's a couple of Rose kids that played like last year and a couple years ago.
Yeah.
No one that like is fresh off Conley or Rose
Right.
or South or any of that. I know the catcher last year for Conley, as soon as he graduated, he started playing for the Gnomes, but nothing like that this year.
All right. So we are just kind of getting into the season. How many games have you called so far?
I've called 3 so far, called Saturday, Sunday, and then last night. And got a game Friday and a game Sunday of this weekend to call.
Hard to say. Everybody's still getting used to each other, but how's the team looking so far?
They're not looking bad. They dropped their first league loss last night to the Sharks of Wilmington. That was 9-5 for that final. So They're 3-1 in the Coastal Plain League now, and the offense looked good this past weekend. Last night, not as much really. They only got a couple of hits through the first 8 innings, but then the 9th inning they put up 5 runs. They tried to come back, and it was actually a really good effort. I really thought that maybe there was a really good chance that they could put up 9 runs in that inning, back-to-back doubles to lead off that 9th inning, but nothing outside of that. The pitching has been a little shaky. Starting pitching's been good. Brady Cunningham went 5 innings last night and only gave up 2 runs. So other than that, not a whole lot to say. Just still kind of getting a feel for the team as well.
I've heard, I've talked to guys who say summer ball is some of the most fun that they've played. And because it's serious baseball, but at the same time, you're a little looser. If you lose, it's not the end of the world, but you're trying to win every game, obviously. But do you kind of see that out there, that the guys are having fun?
Absolutely. Almost every inning there's some kind of fan promotion thing, so like on the field, and like I'll see 2 guys that aren't playing in the game, probably pitchers. They're driving the golf cart around with the mascot on the back, and sometimes it's just not serious.
That's a good point. It's kind of a mix of college baseball and minor league baseball.
Yes, it is,
with the promotions and everything.
And like I've even seen guys like go out there and do tug of war with like kids. It's hilarious sometimes.
And very fan friendly.
Yes,
for folks
absolutely.
to come out.
It is
to Guy Smith Stadium and watch the Yard Gnomes. When are the do they play series like other?
No,
okay,
so
it's
not like a series. It's just league games between. You have the West Division and the East Division in the Coastal Plain League. So last night was an East game with Wilmington. They're hitting the road today to take on Tri-City, and actually they'll play Tri-City again tomorrow. So this is the 3rd time that they'll play them this week after tomorrow's game. But no, it's not really like a series. They do play almost every day, though.
Yeah, it is a lot of baseball and a lot of games to catch at Guy Smith Stadium. How can we hear you on the call?
So you can tune into the Home Team Network. I will say it's a little pricey if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, or you can just come out to the game. It's $10 just to pay the fee and get into the game. But Home Team Network is where we stream the games.
All right, excellent. And Cole, what else you following in sports right now? Hurricanes tonight. You've been watching the Canes at all?
Yes, I went to Game 1 on Tuesday, and that was like my senior trip pretty much. And they were expensive tickets, but they were good tickets. And
man,
what
great
an
game
experience!
too. Yeah.
It was such a good game, and I cannot tell you just the energy and the experience and the emotion after Ehlers put in that first goal within 30 seconds. I mean, that was crazy, insane.
And unfortunately could not hang on.
Yeah.
Game 2 coming up tonight had Game 1 of the NBA Finals last night.
Yes.
And Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, too tough in the fourth quarter.
I can't do it. I'm trying to support the Spurs because I'm a Sixers fan, and I don't like to see New York teams win. And I don't like their fan base. So I want to. And Wemby's such a talented player, and I want to see him get his first. But they got to run through a very tough Knicks team. They're really good shooting the ball from around the perimeter.
Yeah.
Really saw it a lot in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And, man, they were awesome in the fourth quarter last night as the Knicks take Game 1. How the Fighting Phil's doing this
They're
year?
doing well. They're doing well. They've really been hot as of late, the past couple of weeks after they fired Rob Thompson, which I was sad to see that happen. I did like Rob. But Christopher Sanchez, oh, my word. I mean, he is on fire on the mound.
Does he still have his streak going?
He lost it last night, but he does have the record as a lefty, I believe. But gave up 2 runs last night. They won 3-2.
Braves and Blue Jays tonight. Chris Sale versus Trey Savage, the old versus the new, and that's a great pitching matchup in Atlanta as they go for the sweep. Let's see, what other Philly sports can we cover? What do you think about the Eagles the offseason?
I wish we could have gotten a player out of the A.J. Brown trade, personally. If there was some way to get Kendrick Bourne out of that would be such a huge wide receiver 3 to have, considering you have Smitty at 1 and then Mekhi Lemon as your wide receiver 2. It was tough to see Nolan Smith get arrested, unfortunately. But other than that, not too bad. Not too bad.
You still got Dotson on the roster?
I know.
The commander.
I'm pretty sure we lost him.
Good. Yeah. I hated him scoring touchdowns for the Eagles, which wasn't a ton, but being a former commander, never liked that.
He did score in the Super Bowl.
Yes, and I think had a big play against the Commanders, which everybody did in the NFC Championship. That was not fun. All right, Cole Martin joining us. When's your next broadcast?
Tomorrow at 6:30 against the Tri-City Chili Peppers. They beat them on Monday, 5-3. That was a day game. That was my last day of school, so I could not attend that game and call that one.
So you're starting school in August, September? Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know I say any plans, but you've been able to kind of pick up gigs like this on the fly for the most part. So you just kind of keep your eyes and ears open. And,
pretty much, yeah. That's going to be the plan.
Any ideas on anything kind of planned, scheduled for calling games or being a part of the media once you go to North Carolina?
So I'm talking with a couple of guys in the baseball program over there at UNC, trying to maybe get some reps, get some shadowing going. Of course, I've got a good amount of experience going into college, so I think I could maybe start getting some reps possibly. We'll see.
Good deal. And Cole, I know you've cut up some promos and done some stuff, so Shirley helped you out with the Adobe Audition side of things, editing side of things. So hopefully you can use that somewhere as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But very good experience doing that.
Cole, man, one of the nicest young men we've come across, and obviously a go-getter, and you're going to be very famous one day, so don't forget the little people. And but thank you for your help here, and congratulations on your success so far, man.
Thank you so much, Clip.
We'll go check out the Yard Gnomes this summer.
Absolutely.
Young Cole Martin. He is going places, no doubt about that. Let's take a break. We've added more names to the list during that Cole Martin interview. Shout out to PMB on YouTube, adding Kevin Cobb, former Houston Cougar, somehow made a bleep ton of money in the NFL for doing absolutely nothing. Cardinals, Eagles. And also intern Avery adds a more recent Houston quarterback. I can't believe this guy started in the NFL. According to my research, he started 2 games. Clayton Tune, you just made the list. The list continues to grow. Good job, Avery. Good job, PMB. We will take a timeout, come back, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Coach Hud, Brooks Hill, live from Lenovo, and more. Back with you after this.
This July 4th, celebrate America's 250th in the original Washington, where history comes to life. Festivities begin Friday, July 3rd at 4:30 p.m. with the grand opening of the city's brand new History Museum. On Saturday, kick off the day with the Founding Fathers 5K at 8 a.m., explore history exhibits, and enjoy free trolley rides from 10 to 2, and live music from 7 to 9 p.m. Then look to the skies for a spectacular fireworks show at 9:15 p.m. Come walk through 250 years of history, celebration, and community, right here in the original Washington. Learn more at visitwashingtonnc.com.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited-time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rahjai Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating shelves features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we got another name, J.P. Losman. That's is that Tulane, Jamie? Are we sure he threw an interception against East Carolina? J.P. Losman did start in the NFL, so he would meet the criteria. We'll welcome on Greg Hudson on the Turner Home Team Live line. Coach Hud, we were talking about Russell Wilson, and he famously threw an interception against Damon Magazoo, and the Pirates beat NC State in 2010. So I said, who are other starting NFL quarterbacks that threw an interception against East Carolina? And for the last 2 hours, we have been researching. Our listeners have done a great job, and we've compiled a list. Let me read the names real quick, Hud. We got Mark Bolger, Anthony Wright, Russell Wilson, Case Keenum, T.J. Yates, Byron Leftwich, Chris Redmond, Scott Covington, Desmond Ritter, Dante Culpepper, Blake Bortles, Dave Ragone, Patrick Ramsey, Clayton Tune, Kevin Cobb, and J.P. Losman. Of course, Case Keenum was the second on my list because of your last game here at ECU and the way that one ended.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And we're coming up with more. Guys who started against ECU in college and did not throw an interception.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Russell Wilson had one against us.
Yeah, he's on the list. Did I not say him?
But you said it was he threw at the Magazoo.
Oh, you're saying he threw interceptions in he threw one very early against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that game. That's right.
Yeah, our safety took it back for 6.
So even without the last one, yeah, he had a pick against East Carolina. Starting quarterbacks in the NFL that played against ECU that did not throw an interception: Taylor Heineke, Ryan Mallett, Tyrod Taylor, Brett Favre, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Terry Bradshaw, And we've added a couple more of names on that list as well. So just a fun little. I thought I had one, HUD, because East Carolina played Illinois in the early 90s, but apparently that was right after Jeff George. And
yeah,
I didn't know this about Jeff George. He transferred from Purdue to Illinois. I got to think back in the day, that was major taboo. Like, do you remember that at all?
I was playing then. Yeah, I was around then. So yeah, I remember that. That was big news.
And he was big. He was rocket arm, next big thing. And
dude,
yeah, you can speak to it, I'm sure.
Bullets. But I will tell you that the reason Ryan Mallett threw 2 balls. Well, first he was 0 for 13. They were 0 for 13.
Oh, he was awful. Yeah.
Okay. But there were 2 times into our boundary on our sideline that we were sitting on the hitch. And our corner, did everything right and got right there. But it was just not the same speed that we had seen in all the other games. That ball got there right now. And there were no gains and a bang bang play, but we were trying to sit on it. Like we're telling him, here it comes. It's coming right now. Break, and we're yelling, break, and the ball still got there too fast.
So he had the tools, but man, the Pirate defense was awesome. All we heard going into that game was Ryan Mallett, NFL. He went 15 of 36, 202 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Kind of a non-factor in that game.
Yeah, they got us on. Not that I remember plays very much, but that touchdown was they took their fastest receiver that usually played on the outside, and they snuck him in at the number 3 slot. And we're yelling. I was like, oh, no. And we knew they were going to send him up to shoot because we weren't going to be able to touch it. They snuck him in, changed the formation on us, and hit us right down the chute.
And I'm looking at the box score. I did not know that was this receiver, but certainly know the name Jarius Wright, who played, 8 years in the NFL, almost 3,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. So, yeah, that's NFL QB to an NFL receiver on that play, HUD.
Yeah, and we saw it before.
Yeah,
I'm going to say I might have been screaming at Nick Johnson to not jam him, to actually tackle him, like just grab him, take the penalty.
Yeah, they can't call it every play, right?
Just cut him, just fall down.
Oh man, some frustrating Liberty Bowls. I guess I don't have to tell you that, HUD.
No. It was. I really don't feel like ever going back to Memphis except to go back to Graceland. That's about it.
Looking at some of these names, Dominique Lindsay, 151 yards in that game rushing and a touchdown. Right. The Charlotte fella.
Yeah, good player.
Good game for him. Darryl Freeney, the leading receiver, more than Dwayne, more than Bodie in that game. So
it was a balmy 28 degrees. So.
And Matt Dodge, the buffest punter of them all, 231 punt yards in that game, HUD. Did you work out with Matt Dodge when he was the punter here?
All you had to do is go over to where the curl bar was.
Biceps for days, man.
The guy will forever be known for his snafu in the NFL.
I know, man. And Tom Coughlin giving him all the wrath in front of America.
And just crushed him. I don't think he ever recovered from it.
Nah. And I don't know if it was...
That'll give you the yips when you're trying to punt. That'll make you shank everything.
If it's so easy for us to sit here and say, but like Deshaun Jackson's back there, dude. Just don't punt it to Deshaun Jackson in this moment, and we'll be fine. We'll go to overtime. We'll figure it out. But
kick it into the stands.
Yeah. But oh well.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. Shoot, who was the quarter? Cleveland was in a playoff run. Brian Sipe threw an interception, and the quarterback coach, who's a friend of mine, he was actually Dan Marino's coach at Pitt. Then he went to Cleveland, and he told him, if it's not there, throw the ball right over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to stick it in there.
And when you talk about Coughlin, and the cameras are everywhere, so everybody saw him just undressing Matt Dodge in that moment. HUD, you've talked about how you treat players different. Some can take a tongue lash and some can't. But how tough is it in those moments to kind of control yourself? And do you want to save it for the dressing room, or do you care if you have to cuss a guy out on the sideline? Like, how did you handle it?
You know what? If I was really mad, I waited until we got to the.
Yeah.
At least wait until they get to the bench and sit down, and that gives you a little bit of time to sort of get back to reality yourself. And then, of course, if you're really going to undress them, at least you got a huddle full of people, you know, and the cameras aren't in there. But that one was brutal. That one was brutal,
man.
That was from his days of Kaplan with being with the big tuna. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know, that was that DNA rubbed off on him for that situation.
And it makes it even kind of, I guess I find the humor and everything, but like somebody of Coughlin or Lou Holtz's stature, kind of a smaller guy yelling at the big dudes like that. and the big dudes kind of punking down because they're the boss. You know, I wouldn't mess with Tom Coughlin. I don't care how old he is.
No.
So, yeah.
No. He's a great coach.
No doubt.
Coach.
Hud, man, thank you once again for getting us Mike Rooney on the show last week. I'm a man of my word. I watched Squeeze play the entire weekend, and it's so cool because Rooney is the oldest guy on the table. He's got the glasses, so he looks kind of nerdy, and he knows all the stats and numbers like a nerd, but he brings in the humor, the references. It's just such a great watch, and man, he killed it once again. But it was fun watching college baseball with the Squeeze Play gang the whole weekend.
You never know. You gotta shoot him a text and see if you can get him again.
Yeah, I might do that because he was fun to talk to. Pirates put up a decent showing in Chapel Hill. Great win over Tennessee, Hud, but the dang Tar Heels got him a couple times.
Yeah, we were watching it here. We were following them, and you know, I'm glad that the way the season in the middle of the year got a little rough for them, just to see the team persevere like they did and came together and just kept playing and competing.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to the head coach. I mean, he's got those kids playing for each other and playing hard, and they do a lot. Most of the time they're doing the little things the right way because you know, their roster might not compare to some of the others. It's just as good to beat another team, except maybe in the tournament. And they're just fun to watch. I mean, you know, you're going to get everything out of them when they're on the field. So
I kind of said the same thing, Hud, about them. The way they finished the season, it leaves me with some optimism, like heading into next year. And to use a football, I guess, comparison, like if you go 8-4, that's a good record, but if you start 8-0 and lose 4 games versus you're 4-4 and win the last 4, that's a huge difference, right?
Yeah, and a lot of times the timing of when that loss comes is directly equated to the stature of your program and your university. Because I've been speaking of Coughlin, I've been on a team where we won every game until that very last one, and
was that BC?
We beat Florida State, then lost to BC in the last game of the year. That really cost us the national championship. And I'm telling you what, the rest of that week in the office, we might as well won 6 games. It was brutal. I mean, it was just doom and gloom. They were checking the top of the stadium for the leapers. It was bad, and but that's part of it, man. You can, like Coach said, you can win a bunch of games and. Everybody loves you. You lose one at the wrong time. You just lose 1 or 2 a year, and if they're the wrong game, you could end up going from Penn State to Virginia Tech.
There we go.
Think about that. Think about that win percentage. It's just who they lost to and when they did, and that's the way it is, man. That's part of the deal you get. That's why you get paid the big bucks, man.
Greg Hudson joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Speaking of big bucks, that is some of the topic going on at Capitol Hill, I guess. Nick Saban in the news as he is there in D.C. talking about trying to fix college athletics, quote, bring order to a system that badly needs fixing. He said that Congress does not need to micromanage college athletics, but Congress does need to fix the mess and the courts, create a national framework. Hud, where are you at as you watch this going on right now?
I'm just, I'm watching it, and I read a couple articles on it, which, some of the bigger writers that cover it, some of the things that they write are stupid, because what Nick said was, he kept saying, what NIL is, and in the comments you'll hear what it was made to be was for the name, image, and likeness to draw you, financial value and to be compensated for it. That's great.
Yeah.
But it's the other shenanigans. When he mentioned, at first our we had like $3 million the first year, then $7 million, and now they got $40 million rosters. Well, that's not just, from the collective, it's the money that they're getting regularly from the settlement and then what the collective's providing. But it's the way that it's allocated by no rules. That's the problem. And it is the old West. I mean, it's passing out cash. And the more teams that have the cash are going to eventually keep winning. But it's not sustainable overall long term, because you can say Indiana won. They had money, but they did win because they were a veteran team, and that's a blueprint that wasn't talked about a lot. Everybody keeps saying we just buy the good guy. Now you buy the best player that's the most productive. That might not be as much, and that's what Signetti did. But where they're really making mistakes is you take a quarterback. They're going to pay a left tackle coming in as a freshman and a quarterback the same, but the opportunity for that kid to actually make an impact for what he's being paid and what his monetary value is doesn't work because he's not ready to play. But you're going to be forced to play him because, well, you paid him. So that's why the offensive line play has gone down. There's a lot of structural problems with what's happening with inside, how the payments are and who's getting the money. And the shenanigans is not going to stop until there are more Dabo Sweeneys.
Yeah.
Because I told you, I was at the NCAA in enforcement, and you can go around and bring a list of infractions that if somebody will turn into you. But until they will publicly say them, nothing is going to change. But no assistant coach is going to rat out another head coach or another assistant coach on the other team because he's going to be afraid, well, when I'm out of a job, I'm not going to get another one because I blew the whistle. So that's the biggest problem as far as the enforcement of the infractions on where the money's going. And the shenanigans won't stop until they are able to police it properly. And right now, that is not happening.
Man, well said, Coach. You were talking about the payments of players and how that gets tricky. Do you start this guy because he's making more like they do in the pros a lot? And also, we've had examples here, and I'm not saying these are why a certain basketball player or a baseball player is leaving, but guys got pretty, fat deals for a year. Deals is the word, a fat payment for a season. They didn't produce, and now they're no longer here. They're in the transfer portal. And I got to think part of that is, hey, man, if you return, we're not paying you this. You're going to have to take a major pay cut. So the decisions are being made like that now.
Yeah, and tell you what, and when there's a purity to the game, that's how. I mean, people don't know. Pete Rose took a pay cut between the 1975 and 1976 baseball season on his base salary because his numbers had dipped in certain areas. Think about that.
Well, he was killing the overs too in West Coast games.
Yeah, and they didn't want him to gamble as much, so they tried to lower his pay, thinking they're helping him.
Right.
Him off. But think about that.
Yeah,
probably got. So the year before he had 210 hits. The next year, well, he only had 190, which probably was third in the league.
Right.
He took a little bit of a base pay cut, and it was all on production. That's the other thing is they're not able to, because they're not an employee of the university, which is never going to happen. Then the buyout system. I still haven't heard anything. Have you about some of these schools that have put the players that left their foot to the fire and making the payments back. Has anybody paid back any money yet?
Yeah, I'm going to say no. That's a good question.
What did I tell you? You can solve every rule if you can hit them where?
Yeah, in the wallet.
In the wallet. So when you can start hitting the players in the wallet, hitting the head coaches in the wallet, until you do that, it's not changing.
HUD, good stuff, man. We're up against it. We'll table this and certainly talk about it more this summer. Yeah, definitely. HUD, where are you at now?
Hoosier State, baby.
All right, Indiana. Good deal.
I'll be at Notre Dame tomorrow and Iowa on Saturday.
All right, good stuff.
There's a Joe Moore Award function at their recruiting thing on Saturday, and Friday's Irish and Beige. This is when a lot of schools have their invite elite camps, so I'll just I'll be walking around at the Irish Elite and then just give Marcus this guy stinks.
You mentioned Iowa. How about I had this at trivia last night. We'll wrap it up here, but most losing seasons ranked since 2000. Indiana, our national champion, is tied with Kansas and Vanderbilt for the most, with 21 losing seasons since 2000. But how about the teams with under 4 losing seasons? You've got your obvious Ohio State, LSU, Georgia, Clemson, Oregon, Oklahoma, USC, Alabama, and then a couple of Big Ten schools that just win. HUD, Wisconsin, and Iowa, just 3 losing seasons since 2000. It's kind of what we talked about earlier. They just can't win those real big ones. But damn if they don't win all the ones they're supposed to, pretty much.
Yeah, and until Wisconsin got away from being Wisconsin, they used to be like in Iowa.
True. Some of those losing seasons might have been here recent. Yeah, that's a good point.
They are recent.
Yeah,
probably the last 3.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, I know that Barry had 1, I think, in his first year.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, HUD. Enjoyed it, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Man. All right, buddy. All right.
There is Greg Hudson joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. We added another name to the list. We got Joe Webb. Good call, PMB, former UAB quarterback, and started in the NFL. Joe Webb, you just made the list. We'll keep that rolling, and we'll talk Canes when we return with Brooks Hill. He joins us after this timeout.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And check this out, Pirate fans. We got Envision, Buick, Encore GX, and Vistas and Enclaves, all at 0.9% and up to $2,250 off. For service, we've got buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1, only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now all remaining inventory must be evacuated, liquidated, and eliminated for pennies on the dollar. Every living room and every dining room, every bedroom and every mattress must go off the floor and out the door. Our floor must be broom swept clean. Final days means nothing stays. Don't wait. It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They have 2 locations open now on Highway 11 in Bethel, on Highway 903 in Stokes, and coming soon, Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you. Jamie still adding names to the list. Said Alex Van Pelt threw at least 1 interception against East Carolina. That's good enough for me. Did he start for the Bills? We are compiling a list of starting NFL quarterbacks that threw an interception against East Carolina during their college days. Alex Van Pelt started 3 games for Buffalo, started 11 games for Buffalo. And according to Jamie, threw an interception. I'm gonna put him up there, Jamie. So don't steer me wrong here. I'm going to wait. We're getting Brooks Hill on the phone, so I'm going to wait till he joins us to tell him the list. He's a big-time Pirate football fan. I think he'll enjoy this. Alex Van Pelt, you just made the list. Bang. All right. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of us here for coming up with all these names of Pirates, players that Pirates intercepted during their college days. We've got a lengthy list that I will say in a moment, as Shirley and Brooks are having a good old time chatting each other up on the phone. And now Brooks Hill joins us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. What's up, Brooksy?
What's up, Flipper?
Before we get to the Canes, Brooks, we had a fun exercise today on the show. We were talking about Russell Wilson throwing a pick against ECU. As Greg Hudson pointed out, he threw picks against ECU before that 2010 pick to Magazoo. But anyway, I said, what other starting NFL quarterbacks have thrown a pick against East Carolina in their college days. And, man, the list is longer than I thought it would be. Here's what we got, Brooks, from 3 o'clock to now. We got Russell Wilson, Mark Bulger, Anthony Wright, Case Keenum, T.J. Yates, Byron Leftwich, Chris Redmond, Scott Covington, Desmond Ritter, Dante Culpepper, Blake Bortles, Dave Ragone, Patrick Ramsey, Clayton Tune, Kevin Cobb, J.P. Losman, Joe Webb, and Alex Van Pelt. All started quarterback in the NFL, threw a pick against ECU. Some people have said Pat White. He did not play quarterback in the NFL. Nolan Knight from WNCT Channel 9 said Logan Thomas threw a pick against ECU, but of course he was the tight end in the NFL. So Brooksy, as a Pirate fan, I thought you'd enjoy that list.
That is a great exercise. I have 2 names that I'm thinking of. If I can try to add to the list,
all right.
These are unconfirmed.
Let's see.
All right, would Paxton Lynch be one?
I checked it, and according to my quick research, ECU did not play Memphis while Paxton Lynch was there.
Okay.
You can double check that for me, but no, good name. Who else you got?
All right. And then what about TJ Yates from Carolina?
He is on the list. Yes, TJ Yates is on the list.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I missed you. I misheard.
Some other names that played against ECU started in the NFL but did not throw a pick. Taylor Heineke, Ryan Mallett, Tyrod Taylor, Brett Favre, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Terry Bradshaw. So that's a list of guys who played against ECU, did not throw a pick, and started in the NFL.
We didn't intercept Taylor Heineke in that ODU game?
No, according to the box score, I think he was like 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Okay. All right.
So there's something to think about in the future, Brooks, if you can add more names.
All right. Well, you know what? Maybe the Pirate defense will get to add to that this year.
There we go. Right now, Brooks is in Canes mode as he gets ready for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. Are you out at the are you tailgating? What are you doing, Brooks?
We are stuck in traffic getting to the arena. I can see the Lenovo Center, and we are just waiting to get to a parking spot.
Yeah. Well, that's a good sign.
When Shirley said you were buying time, I thought it meant for me to actually get into a parking spot, not for her to finish our conversation and catching up a little bit. But you know what? We digress.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep you that long until you find a spot. But is this, so you call games for the Binghamton Black Bears? So you are calling hockey during the hurricane season. Is this your first game you've been to in a while?
In Raleigh, yes. Now, fortunately, over the last couple of years, I've been able to go to some away Canes games. I've seen them in Philadelphia and twice in Buffalo. I will not be going back to Buffalo because both times I've gone to Buffalo in KeyBank Center, the Hurricanes have scored a combined 2 goals. Actually, excuse me, a combined 1 goal in 2 games that I've seen them in Buffalo. Or stick to Philly.
Not good. Yeah, not good. Goals, not really the issue. The other night, it was giving up goals. And putting your fandom aside, I think you would agree, Brooks, that was a really fun hockey game between 2 good teams. But I thought about this, Brooks, like the Canes have been consistently good. And you always hear in sports, you hear it in football, basketball, baseball, hey, getting hot at the right time. And damn if Vegas isn't hot at the right time the last month or so. Arguably, they might be, the hottest team in the NHL with what they did to close the regular season and now in the playoffs. So we saw some of that the other night. And credit to them, man, getting down 2 goals on the road and still winning.
Yeah, they never gave up, and they stuck with it. And, it was really fitting that ESPN or ABC was able to capture, John Tortorella talking on the bench about you have to stay patient and we will get our chances. And that was true. And obviously they stuck with it. They didn't change their game plan at all. And the Hurricanes really didn't deviate off their game plan the entire night as well. It just, Vegas ended up being 1 shot better than Carolina. Not a great night for either goaltender. But Obviously the Hurricanes came out with that juice, but Vegas was able to, withstand the pressure. And, sometimes it takes a funky goal like the first one that Vegas scored to get them going. And sure enough, I thought they had a great end of the first period. And we were probably fortunate to be up going into the second period, but that didn't last long because Vegas came out red hot to start the second period. So it was really game one, first period, second period, exact opposite of each other. Hurricanes start hot, Vegas finishes strong in the period. Then in period number 2, Vegas starts strong, Hurricanes finish it. And then going into the third period, I mean, hey, you went down again, able to tie, and then 3 minutes away from going to overtime, and who knows what happens after that.
So, Brooks, other than, hey, Freddie, stop a shot or two that you didn't stop in game one, like what other changes or differences do you want to see from game one? Anything defensively, offensively? What needs to go better for the Canes tonight?
I think the board battles, especially in the defensive end, we saw a lot of times Slavin on the second Vegas goal turned it over, and Jacob Slavin doesn't make a lot of turnovers, so it's uncharacteristic. When you have the opportunity to clear the puck, you have to get it out past the blue line. That's the biggest thing. Vegas was able to capitalize twice on the second goal and then on their fourth goal on both opportunities where Carolina had control of the puck, did not get it out past their own blue line. They started the third period with a great kill. Chatfield came out of the box, and I was watching with my roommate, who is a Vegas fan, and he was like, this is a big kill. And I was like, well, they don't have a whistle yet. There's 3 defensemen on the ice. And unfortunately, when you have 3 defensemen on the ice, one of them's probably not getting the memo that they're supposed to be playing wing right there at that certain moment. Hurricanes play man-to-man defense. Those defensemen are, packing it in. You got 3 guys down low. That opens up a lane up top, and that's what happened when Vegas scored their fourth goal. So, even though you didn't give up a power play goal, that was essentially a power play goal in my book and probably in Brendamore's book too. I think the power play has to look a little bit more threatening, because if you're no threat on the power play like the Hurricanes were on game 1, Vegas is probably thinking to themselves they can get away with any late hit they want to, and doesn't matter. Okay, the Canes' offense actually is worse when they have an extra person. So you have to be more threatening to shoot the puck. That all starts with the top line. The guys you pay the most amount of money to got to produce.
Brooks Hill, our resident Caniac on the Turner Home Team live line. Brooks, have you seen the Siren Sounder lineup for tonight?
I have.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good star-studded list. You've got Stanley Cup champion Cam Ward. You've got one of the best college basketball players I ever saw, Antoine Jameson. And then you got Dan Morgan, who has the record for most tackles in a Super Bowl with the Panthers, and now their GM. So is that a Stanley Cup worthy lineup for you?
I think it is. I think Eric Stahl set the tone with a big crank on the old Siren pregame the other night. So hopefully Cam Ward can follow up. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not the most familiar with Mr. Jameson's game.
A little before your time.
Yeah, I saw that it was a basketball player when I was scrolling social media, and I saw the NBA jersey, and I thought, oh, my God, they got Michael Jordan, but looks like they're saving him. I was saying, good timing. Big Rock's coming up, so he's around North Carolina.
There you go.
But also Dan Morgan's really good, too. I think, when Game 5 rolls around and if this thing goes to Game 7, you might see a Bryce Young or a Dave Canales making their way to Raleigh once OTAs are over.
Man, I know they won't do it, but Blake Harrell is at least 2-0 as a Siren Sounder and is one of the more passionate, powerful Siren Sounders. I know they're not going to do it, but damn, I wish they would.
Well, I think they learned their lesson with Con Knipple the other night from Charlotte and John Shire from Duke. They heard the Boo Birds, and I don't know if Con did the greatest of job on the siren. Maybe that's why they gave up 2 goals in that second period. But you know what? I would love Blake Harrell to do it. I think the crowd really does get into it, and there's a lot of Pirates at these Canes games.
Yeah.
A lot of Wake County Pirates. Here we've seen a few license plates already.
I wonder if there'll be any boos tonight. Like, what percent, Brooks, do you think are NC State fans that will actually boo Antoine Jameson being a Tar Heel? I wonder if you hear any, or if they'll just give him a clap because he's representing the Canes and not.
All depends.
Yeah. Maybe regular season you boo, but I feel like in the Stanley Cup final, you just got to support whoever's up there.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You know, everybody's a part of this. You know, it's been a long time coming, and you know, I was speaking with Shirley. You know, I don't have the most money in the world with minor league sports, but there was no way I was going to miss the opportunity to see the Carolina Hurricanes play in the Stanley Cup. Me and my roommate drove 9.5 hours yesterday to get down here from New York.
Wow.
And it's a really fitting scenario that, you know, his team and my team are the last 2 teams standing. Luckily enough, my parents both still live in Wake Forest, so we have a place to stay. And we're so grateful to, you know, be there. We caught the great seats last week in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Montreal. So we are literally right above the tunnel where the Hurricanes take the ice.
Nice. I'll look for you.
So, yeah. So hopefully we'll be there, and then since I have a Vegas person sitting next to me in a Jack Eichel jersey, I'm sure the TV camera is going to love finding us with one person going happy and the other person going sad, whatever scenario that is.
All right, Brooks, we got to run. Give me a goal scorer and a score prediction for tonight.
Okay. Goal scorer. We are going to go with Seth Jarvis. Top line's going to get going. And I think this is going to be like we kind of saw in Game 2 last round. Every Game 2 has gone to overtime for the Hurricanes this year, so why not go 3-2 in overtime?
I've already seen that prediction today. Could come to fruition. Brooks, enjoy it, man. I know this is like me seeing, you know, the Commanders at home in the NFC Championship or in a Super Bowl. So yeah, man, have fun, and hopefully they can get a win for you.
All right, hopefully. Thank you guys, and hopefully you guys see us on TV.
All right, there is Brooks Hill. He's been talking Canes hockey on Pirate Radio since he was an intern here, and now this is kind of the culmination of it all, getting to go see his team play in the Lenovo Center. We'll take a break, come back, update you on some day baseball and other things on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard when we return after this.
Vacation should be about relaxing, not wondering about what's happening back home.
With SCI Technologies, you don't have to. Your property is protected from every angle. Cameras watching, fire protection, the alerts are there before a small problem becomes a big one.
And if something does happen, you know instantly. A motion alert, a quick glance at your phone, and you're back to relaxing.
Because real security doesn't just protect your property, it protects your peace of mind. So go ahead, unplug, unwind, and enjoy the trip.
We've got the rest.
SCI Technologies, protecting what matters no matter where you are.
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So is the feeling when we rally together behind one team. From the pitch to the pool, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up. And with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from auto, boat, and home loans. First Flight's got you covered. Stop by one of our local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, quick seg here. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Orioles put up 6 runs in the first inning, and that's really all they needed. They beat Boston today, 8-2 that final. Gav got the win last night for the Guardians, another Nerfy as well. But today, the Yankees beat the Guardians 2-1. Was that final? Giants, a lot of runs against the Brewers, 12-9 winners today. Phillies beat the Padres 6-4. Phillies got off to a rough start, but they're now 4 games over 500 at 33-29. I was fired up for Chris Sale versus Trey Savage. Bad news, that's not happening. Trey Savage will not start tonight for Toronto. Good news, the former Pirate will be on Pirate Radio on Friday because he'll be throwing against the Blue Jays. So Trey Savage on Pirate Radio on Friday. Ethan Norby will be on Pirate Radio as well because we'll talk to Ethan at 5 o'clock live in the First Flight Credit Union studios. Join us Friday at 5 for that chat. You got Canes tonight, 8 o'clock. And real quick, Avery and Shirley, if you want to chime in, let's go 82-0. Let's play a quick game of 82-0. This is sweeping the nation.
I suck at this game.
Well, I mean, if maybe it's an older, like a 80s Celtics or something, you can give me a name.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right. So we are picking a player from a decade and a team to add to our starting lineup, trying to go 82-0, and this is a terrible start. It's the 80s Pacers. I'm going to go with the Rifleman Chuck Person because I don't think you guys have anything to add, right? So Chuck Person will be our player there. We'll spin again. 2000's Phoenix Suns. No. I'm sorry. 2000 Sixers. Okay, this one's pretty obvious. Avery, do you know who? I know you're young, but do you know who would have been the 76ers star in the 2000s?
I mean, probably. Hold on, let me think.
He's a guard.
Oh, yeah, Iverson.
AI. We're going to go AI with that pick to score us a bunch of points.
Because you pay for it.
All right. That's true. All right, Avery. Now, I need you here because you know more about this than me. The 2020s Raptors. Who would you take?
Kawhi. Oh, no, that was 19, wasn't it?
He won the 2019 championship and was gone. Yeah. Give me another name. Okay. Would you like for me to name some names?
Yeah.
We could go with the local guy, Brandon Ingram. You got Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes.
Oh, like the whole 2020?
Yeah, 2020 to now.
I thought you. Okay,
the whole decade.
Okay. Probably Scotty Barnes.
All right, we'll go Scotty Barnes. He's got some overall ability to stuff some stats. All right, Jamie, we got the 2010s Indiana Pacers. This is not good either. I mean, I guess
probably Paul George.
Oladipo is actually top on the list as far as points, but yeah, we'll go Paul George there. All right, we need a big man. Give me Shaq. 70s Blazers, I wanted Bill Walton, but that's Bill Walton. Yeah, we'll take Bill Walton. This is not 82-0. This is going to be like 63-19. Not great, but that is our record. AI averaging 30 points a game for us. Tried to carry us, but could not. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap up today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after these words.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Lane Hoover, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow rebounded today, up 874 points, and finished the day at 51,561. The NASDAQ was down 23 at 26,830. The S&P was up 30 points and ended the day at 7,584. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clinton.
Girl, bye.
Girl, bye. Bye, Felicia.
That'll wrap it up for a Thursday. Hey, shout out to the chat gang. Had a caller or two, and to everybody chiming in. Shirley, Avery's Pops, on quarterbacks that started in the NFL that threw a pick against the Pirates. That was a fun exercise. That was like a sideshow during our actual show today. We will have another fun one coming up Friday because Ethan Norby will join us inside the First Flight Credit Union studios. Also, Kim McNeil will join us as well, along with our regulars. We'll recap Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final, get you ready for Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and talk some college and Major League Baseball, a little bit of everything coming up Friday on the show. For Shirley Rhodes, intern Victor, intern Avery, I am Clip Brock. We'll talk to you Friday at 3. Jeff Charles,
have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.